fuel. It's domination in a can. Oh, tastes like loser tears.
New Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the best chat out there for Rainbow Six, welcome to another beautiful day for Rainbow Six Siege's U.S. Nationals. As usual, I'm Veli. Right next to me, we have Stokes. And hey, this is the last week of the open bracket. Open qualifier, excuse me. This is where it gets real.
Yeah, it does.
I'm so excited. But for those of you at home, let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule to see what exactly is happening today. Our matchups of the day, we have Big Fans versus Katsu. You guys definitely remember them. And for our second game, it is Shrug versus Shook Squad. Of course, the finals will be between the winners of both of these two matches. But you know some of the players on some of these rosters like Shrug. So what are your expectations for the night?
Oh, Shrug is going to get bodied.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
But Flint isn't playing this time.
They're still going to get bodied. They have Flynn attached to the name. Even though Timsy's on the squad,
yes.
I mean, you're playing in place of the Canadian. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
Can't trust it.
We'll see.
Can't trust it.
Only time will tell. But you know what, Sam? People out there, they like money. They want to win money. Can you tell them how they can do that?
Oh, well, did you guys know we have a Venmo Community Spotlight with $700 every week given away? First place prize is a grand total of $500. Then followed up in second and third is $100 each. Make sure you guys go over. Post your links to YouTube, funny clips, cool clips, aces, whatever you want to do. Get it posted on YouTube, and then use either the hashtag to talk about it, which is the Venmo Community Spotlight. Use that on Twitter, or the link. Make sure you go here to actually give us your link to your YouTube clip, and we will review it. Keep it under 60 seconds for us, though, as we don't want to watch all of your brilliance for hours and hours on end.
Yes, and I'm just going to say it now. Submit the clips right now.
Oh, do it.
Make sure they're submitted before the final game.
Yeah, we'll
of
do
the
it
day.
tonight.
Yes, because we are choosing the winners tonight. And we will announce them on Monday. And if I see a clip over 60 seconds, I'm pulling out all of my hair. I'm going to look like Clash.
I'm just not going to watch it. I'm just not going to watch it.
And also, this is the last week for the open qualifier here in Stage 3. Make sure you go ahead and sign up for the wild card qualifiers that's happening. It is the very last stage. Right here, play.r6usnationals.com, and you can go ahead and try to shoot for the final spot to go to land.
Yeah, the wild card's going to be wild, isn't it?
It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're definitely going to have a fun night. Also, the stage is set so far for the Western Games because the semifinals for Stage 3 actually starts next week. And for the Western bracket, we have Azara versus Disrupt, and Luminosity versus EG. That's going to be
almost feel bad for him,
Luminosity
don't you?
and EG.
You almost feel bad for him.
I do.
Yeah, especially with, Mo coming into Evil Geniuses from Disrupt, Canadian going over to SSG. There's just a lot of turmoil going on with that roster right now. They look great, but that game up against Luminosity, again, we've grown to notice with Luminosity that a lot of their games are just pull out all the stops because it's going to be a wild ride.
Oh, most definitely. And also for the Eastern side of things, today's winner tonight, they're going to go against Dark Zero. You guys know Dark Zero. And then we're going to have Bruh versus Orglis.
You say Bruh?
Bruh. Chat, can we get a Bruh? Bruh gave us some of the most interesting rounds we've seen so far for USN.
That was such a good video. That was such a good edit of them just editing together all the times of you guys saying Bruh. It was fantastic.
Yes, so let's go ahead and talk about the matches that are happening tonight. Let's take a look at the rosters. Big Fans. We're going to have Jarden, Cordell, the Nuttiest, Bayou Boyus, Meowin. These are the most interesting names I've seen so far on the roster.
Is that Bayou or Bayou?
Bayou?
Oh, no, not again.
we're going to have one of those nights.
Why?
Why are your names so long?
Leighton, it's all your fault, Leighton Langley, all right?
Let's go ahead and talk about the players on Katsu. You guys definitely definitely remember Noski, Habibi, 6, Mean, and the frag grenade specialist, Makarov.
Very impressive across the board, especially Makarov. A lot of people have been talking about him inside of the NA scene, as well as I know who Noski and 6 is, as well as Habibi. Actually, I've seen them around the scene as of late, and they've actually grown to be pretty prominent players. So we'll have to see if this squad has came together or not.
Noski, we all knew who Noski was coming into USN, but when we saw Makarov last time, Blue and I, we were blown away. Makarov with frag grenades, he was guaranteed to kill almost every single time. And not only that, but his entry kills, well, that just popped up, that surprised me. His entry kills and everything else about his gameplay, amazing. Let's see what map we're going to play on tonight. Big fans of Propeller as a logo, but we're going to Cafe.
You're cursed. We're going to Cafe.
I'm telling you, Cafe is the map for USN.
Hey, I mean, Cafe is a great map.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it last night as well on the PL desk. So.
Yeah, Katsu, they're going to start off on attack. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I don't think anyone's ever said offensive side start on Cafe and then fun right after it. I don't think anyone has ever said that. /S in chat.
So, yeah. So already Katsu, they're going to play with the disadvantage. But if they can go ahead and rack up wins in the early game, that could help them out when they switch over to defense. Like we saw last time, the last game of the day, I forgot who it was to start off on attack. But once they won a few rounds and went to defense, they lost one time after that. It was smooth sailing. Defense
on Cafe is pretty easy to get around, just as long as you play it correctly. Obviously, anyone can mess anything up in this game. That's why it's Rainbow Six Siege, right?
Exactly.
But if it's played to a T, then you're not going to lose very many defensive rounds on Cafe. It's just a very defensive-oriented map. It's always been a difficult map to attack, and it kept that even though it did get buffed.
You're right. And we've also seen a lot of heavy roam presence. The meta is beautiful right now for basic strategies on Cafe.
We saw some crazy stuff from Reciprocity on Cafe yesterday. They actually had Mark playing a Kaid, not downstairs. He played inside of Christmas and held down the mini-bar wall for red stairs.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, he just electroclawed it. Just right when they were trying.
Electroclaw it from there?
Yeah, he was playing inside of Christmas, like over by piano, like in between the piano window and then the window for minibar. He was right in between there by the Christmas tree and where like the minibar is. He was right in between. He had ADSs, and then he would just throw an electroclaw right on it, and they couldn't stop him. It was actually crazy.
You learn something new every day here in Rainbow Six.
It was crazy, man. It was a really cool setup, and GZ had no idea what was going on.
Well, I know for a fact that Katsu, they weren't too strong on attack when they played Cafe last time, but it was on defense, which was where they were pretty strong. A lot of heavy roam presence down low with Mozzie most definitely being able to hack drones, toss up C4s, and stop plants. It comes in big when the time calls.
Yeah, Mozzie has been a huge op pick for a lot of people recently. There's a big reason why. He offers a lot of utility, those pests, as well as a nitro cell, secondary shotgun for soft destruction, able to make rotates or pop hatches at a moment's notice, as well as 2 SMGs that are both very good in their own respective ways. Just some people preferring the Roni over the Commando, and obviously the Commando over the Roni in some cases. We've seen a lot of Commando play recently, especially from that 1v3 clip that Hyper had a couple weeks ago. A lot of people have now been favoring that because of the angle, as well as just a bigger mag capacity. So if you're a Mozzie main out there, make sure you run that Commando. Angled grip. I believe a lot of people have been running muzzle brake recently, as well as your favorite sight, and you should be just fine.
Is this F's in the chat for the Roni? I like the Roni.
The Roni's good, but the thing is, for me, especially with my play style in particular, I take multiple gunfights a lot because I'm usually I get myself in a bad, you know this, I get myself in a bad situation.
You need a good rifle.
So I need something that has more bullets because when I kill the first guy, there's definitely going to be another guy. So, I can't take the Roni personally because I kill the first guy and I melt him, obviously, because it has like practically no recoil and really good rate of fire. Right. But after that, you have like 5 bullets and then the other guy peeks and you go, if I don't click his head, I die. So,
that's it. So, you guys, you always hear what we have to say about matchups. To see what you thought about the first game of the day. We took polls on Twitter, and you guys believe that Katsu are going to dominate.
Okay.
74%. Big fans, 26%.
Well, they're big fans of one team, and it's not big fans.
I went into the chat, and the moment I said hi, everyone said, oh, Veli, you're going to love big fans. I'm like, okay. I've never heard of them, but hey.
I've never casted them. I've never seen them, but there's been a lot of surprising things to happen on this desk right here. So... we'll see, man. I don't know. I've been surprised before.
Hopefully big fans don't catch a big L. I'm hoping for a really close game today. All right? Unlike last time, that was pretty, it was pretty fun. But big fans, a lot of people seem to like them. So, listen, either they're great guys or they're amazing in the game. We're going to find out soon, right?
Yeah, it might be a full-on meme fest. We don't know. This might be 3 shields and Finka. Like,
Oh, please. I would actually love to see it.
Stop. Don't put that on me.
Just do it.
Don't put that on me, Ricky. Come on.
No, we've seen meme strats work on USN.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no, it was Drag Esports. They put out Lord Shaka and won the round.
Hey,
against Evil Geniuses.
cheesing your way to victory is still a victory. I mean,
Yeah.
it's whatever, you know? If you don't know how to counter it, then you just should get better at the video game.
Yeah. So going into Cafe Dostoevsky, what's your favorite side and why? Because we've seen a lot of play on the top floor, third floor, and it doesn't seem like a lot of teams have really mastered playing that site just yet. And it seems pretty easy to defend, especially with Maestro up top.
I'd say my favorite site in particular to watch as well as play would probably be reading dining.
Yeah,
Because
really?
you have the split site in the hallway. There's a lot of different ways that you can hold it down.
Okay.
There's a lot of verticality there as well. You have a priority of where you can hold a little bit underneath, not very much because there's not very much soft destruction underneath except for like the train area if we want to try and counter somebody coming in through train.
Right.
But it's a lot of verticality upstairs, and I like that about Cafe. It reminds me a lot of Old Hereford in certain ways.
I miss Old
Yeah,
Hereford.
so I like that vertical play, and that's a site where I can make the best of it.
We haven't seen that site played a lot, especially here in USN. We always see, downstairs towards kitchen and bakery, and also third floor. But
We
the
don't see
second
a lot of
floor-
site triangles, yeah.
Right, the second floor is kind of neglected. So, hey, but with it being in the middle, is roam presence heavy, not only on the third floor, but also in the basement? Do they keep it on just one level?
It depends. So you can always roam downstairs to try and make it more difficult, obviously, for the offenders, because obviously they're going to go, okay, well, this is how they're going to hold it. They're more than likely going to have 3 people on site, 2 upstairs, 1 holding Christmas, 1 holding like near freezer or cocktail, so that when he falls back from white, he has support. He can fall back to white stairs, hold his angle, he can still get help, you can still make rotations upstairs. You always want to do things with a duo. You don't want to do things alone because, as you know, one-on-ones is not something that you want to give people for free inside of this game.
Right.
So you might roam somebody downstairs. You might take one off a site and go, okay, we just go 2-2-1 and keep that one guy downstairs on something that's real roam heavy, like Vigil or a Cav or something like that, right? Make it very hard for them to find them. Even put maybe Mozzie down there, knock some pests on the walls, make it where they have to drone through, steal some drones, get some information away. And just doing that and wasting time is just enough. If they're able to rotate back to site, all the better. If they get a kill in the process, all the better. But your main job is to waste time, and if somebody comes downstairs, that is your main objective. Kill that man,
Try to
be
get that
annoying.
kill.
Yeah, like that is your main objective, because that's going to be the safest area for them to start is downstairs. Because when you're holding that mid floor, a lot of people aren't going to roam down there.
Yeah. And plus, top floor, there's so many windows and points of entry, so it makes clearing the top floor extremely hard. There's so many variables involved, and sometimes when roamers are protecting that, usually see 2 up top, they're playing basement or whatnot, and they immediately retreat. Because they do not want to get in that gunfight, because most of the time you're going to find yourself in a 2v4 even. And those are fights you do not want to lose because it leaves everybody down low pretty much exposed. Don't want that at all. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being so patient in the chat. Waiting for the guys to go ahead and join the lobby so we can start the game. So trust me.
Yeah, it's
we're
actually a
just excited.
Katsuki. I can see the monitor here. I love being
Katsu?
able to do that. It's
Who's not in the
it's a
lobby right
Katsu.
now?
Excuse me, not a Katsuki. My bad.
Right. Who's not in the lobby right now? I say we call him out. Producer, if you hear
I have good eyesight, but I can't see that far away. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. So,
yeah, I'm pretty excited. But the matchups coming up next week. Reminder: the semifinals are going to be best of 1s, but the final game is going to be a best of 3. That's when the big boys come.
yeah, that's when the big boys come out to play.
Yeah, best of 1. You could pick one map that you're extremely good at. Another team they're not well versed at when it comes to strategy and just setups. And then if you're able to win that map, especially if you start on defense, okay. But when you go to a best of 3, all of that goes out the window. You go to a map you're good at, they go to a map that they favor, and then you all clash for the tiebreaker if it even gets to that point.
Yeah, I think that the main thing, especially with ban phases now, is that we only have 7 maps in the pool. So you can really just remove one map that you hate. For instance, we'll take Empire out of Europe, one of the top Pro League teams right now, most recent winner from Raleigh. They never play Villa. They have never played Villa, and they never probably will play Villa. It's their most banned map. They hate it, and it is first banned every single time. They will not play Villa. Doesn't even matter if it's a grand final at a major. They do not play Villa. So as a young team, you can pick one map and one map only, and that better be your first ban every single time. So if you don't like a map, for instance, if you didn't like Border,
intel?
yeah. So for instance, if you didn't like Border, Ban border first every single time. You get one. You get to pick one.
Yes.
Then the other 6, you better know what you're doing.
You know what? Also, it gives a lot of these Tier 2 and Tier 3 teams practice when it comes to playing at that Tier 1 level. Because now you're going to have to really sit there.
To expand.
And your coaches and your analysts, they have to really be on their A game. So you not only have to prepare for just one team, like, most of the pros do during Pro League, you're going to have to prepare for 2 teams to play against in one day. And the possibility of 4 maps total. That's big.
Yeah.
I like it. That's when the real stress come out. That's when the serious gameplay comes out. And you guys know in USN, we don't do ties, okay? Pro League, they do ties. No, we're better.
Yeah, we don't do ties
We
over
don't
here.
do ties, okay? So it's really the best of the best.
Yeah. I mean, we have you, so obviously it's the best of the best.
I mean, we have you too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And shout out to Blue, man. Blue's
I miss
home.
Blue.
I miss him
Where's my
already.
boy?
We need
know?
him. We need to get a tri-cast one day.
I don't even.
Ew,
That is way too much energy for one cast.
That really
Yeah,
is.
that'd be.
That would actually be fun. I would like
dude,
that.
the subreddit, they already hate me, but they would hate me even
they
more.
love you. They love
Whatever.
you. Please. Stop it. Stop it.
Dude, I gotta humble myself as much as possible. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it down.
No. The USN chat, they love us, man.
Gotta keep it 10 toes down.
Chat.
man.
Tell Stokes you love him. I want to see
Don't do that.
Okay?
Don't do that, chat.
Just tell
You
Stokes
hate
you
me.
love him. Do
You
it.
hate me. It's okay. It's fine.
He's a little insecure right now. We have to make him
What?
feel
I'm
good,
not
okay?
insecure.
Let him know we love him.
Oh my God! You're
No,
gonna make
bro.
me blush on national broadcast, man. That's not even nice.
You're
What are you
kind of
doing?
turning pink. No, but we really do have a really fun night ahead of us. Who, out of all the teams, Big Fans, Katsu, Shrug, and Shook Squad, who is your number 1 pick?
No memes.
No memes, straight up.
Honestly, Shrug.
Shrug.
Yeah. Have you seen Chase play this game, dude? Not loading's insane.
I haven't seen. Now loading is great. I've seen Shrug play.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Chase.
Not loading is Chase, by the way. Apologies.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Timsy.
Yeah, no, that would be Tim. Yeah, so
Okay,
that'd
yeah,
be Timsy. Yeah.
No, they're
Mexican,
Mexican.
Mexican,
Oh my gosh.
Mexican, Mex, Wraiths.
Yes.
And then not loading. If Chase, not loading, is on point today and can actually hit the broadside of a barn,
Okay.
they're going to win the whole thing.
Mexican was.
And their most recent CL game, the man dropped 16 on Thatcher.
That's insane.
He's insane. So.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the game loaded up. We're making sure all the players get into the lobby. But before we jump into that, I know you guys are tired of hearing Sam and I talk so
I was
much.
going to say, I'm still good to go if you are. I don't really care.
I mean, we could keep talking.
I don't care.
I'm fine.
Well, it's up to you.
Okay,
I'm fine
we were
too.
told to go to a break, but chat.
Yeah, they have a break primed if we run out of stuff to talk about, but I'm down to just sit
We're
here.
chilling.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen them in a few months.
they're just trying to get the game together, guys. We promise that we're not sitting here wasting your guys' time. We love you all. So welcome to the first USN podcast. How's everybody doing? I'm going to be your
let's
host
do
for
it.
today. My name is Stokes. This is Veli. We've been through almost 3 stages now. Vel, how do you feel up to this point about USN? You know, the whole workarounds of how we go about things, the final now being in Vegas, you were going back to that, this is your first big entry into Siege with, a league.
Okay.
How you feeling about everything?
I feel great, man. And I feel like the in a good way, the scariest part about USN is that we're trying new things this year. The
Yeah.
recap shows on Monday, okay? This whole long process, and it's great. And I feel like, from what I've seen last year, we're getting better. And we're only getting better after that. Us going to Vegas is beautiful. I mean, in and out, okay?
Oh, yeah, true.
In and out steakhouses. And plus, I get to gamble. Hopefully, I don't lose all my money this time around. But
You lost a good chunk of change the last time.
I did. I actually lost more when I was in Vegas the time before. I blinked and my wallet was just gone. It evaporated.
It walked away.
Thanos snapped, right? But it's great. We get to go back to where it all started for me. And to me, that's special. And for all of you that never went to a LAN before, and you're thinking, hey, should I go to USN? I've been seeing a lot of people come to my stream and they say, hey, Veli, I want to go to USN, but, I heard it's expensive in Vegas. First off, that info is extremely wrong.
Oh, it's so false.
Vegas is probably the cheapest place in America to travel to. Look it up. Hotel rooms, when we were last there for USN 2018, the finals, hotel rooms in the same venue were about $40 to $50 a night.
Especially in the Rio. Like, we're going to the Rio. It's got very cheap rims. Like, there's no excuses. Plane tickets to Vegas are always cheap. Vegas is cheap all except for gambling because that's where they make their money.
Yes.
There you go.
Actually, in regards to plane tickets, this will probably be the cheapest event you would ever travel to.
Oh, absolutely.
To fly from New Jersey to Vegas was $211.
Oh, that's not anything.
That's
what it takes. That's what it takes for me to get from Brownsville, Texas to Dallas.
That's Uber Eats in 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it cost me like $300 to get from Texas to Texas.
You're right.
Like, what? It's an hour flight. Cost me $300, man.
It's nothing. And the fans were so live.
Oh, they were fantastic.
They were so live.
It was so much fun, dude. That was almost like a scarier part for me, because like you've been there, done that at that point with like gears and everything.
Yes.
Whereas I'm just like this like new guy, where I'm like, I'm green as green can get. I don't know what's going on. My heart is in my throat. I'm trying to cast within Taro Bang himself, like, now Now I know that Parker sucks, but it's fine.
I hope Parker comes back.
I miss Parker, man.
Oh my gosh, right?
That's my boy. I'm sad that he's going through a lot of stuff right now, but
he's gonna
come out on the other end.
Parker's
it's Parker,
fine,
man. It's Parker.
Right. But the coolest thing to me. So even though I worked on other games, not as good as Rainbow Six, but it's not even close, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That event was like, it was different to me. The crowd. So when I've gone to previous events from other games, the crowds, they weren't as big, they weren't as hyped, they weren't as live, and they weren't as interactive. I get out there, and I say, yeah, I'm going for Space Station, and the crowd cheers with me.
When you lifted up that jersey, everyone was so hyped, man. They were so hyped.
Fun. And,
such a good time.
The back and forth with the audience and whatnot, you guys are great. Make sure you go to Vegas. It's cheap. Trust me. And I'm a penny pincher myself. I'm Mr. Frugal, so.
Yeah, and also, if you guys think I'm excited on USN or PL or whatever, you have no idea. See me at LAN, boys. Yeah. See me at LAN. Trust me. That's a whole different Stokes. You think I'm the hypest shoutcaster for some reason right now? You give me a LAN with a crowd that I'm sitting by. You're gonna want to be in that crowd. Let me tell you, 100%, 100%. It's going to be a good time. Trust me.
I think I might bring out a trash can. I'm going to see if Chowder.
Oh, you're going to bring Chowder. He's a trash can.
Shout out to Chowder. I'm going to see if Chowder can design me another trash can.
Ooh, okay.
He designed my last one. And if you guys missed out on the whole Raleigh event, by the way, my favorite event to date.
Oh, that was a very fun event. Very fun event.
I
didn't know Raleigh got down like that.
So USN
was
one of the prettiest events I've gone to. It was just beautiful. Like the stage was a spectacle, okay?
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful
bright lights, it was nice. But Raleigh was the most hype event.
We have had some of the best events in this last year that Siege has ever seen. Like everything past Invitational, like Invitational 18 was huge, awesome, great. The stage was really cool. Everyone loved it, right? Yeah, that little like circle, like dome-esque style. But then we go to SI19, and that stage was electric. Electric. It was insanity. The fact that I can go, yeah, the second LAN I ever casted at ever was the sixth invitational. Like, what, dude? What? Like, I still go back and watch those sometimes. I'm like, who is this? Oh, it's me. That's who it is. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys don't know how excited we get, like, when it comes
I get more excited
than
you guys.
No,
like,
we really do. And we hype each other up. So, like, us as casters, we like to big each other up before LANs. And when I first met Stokes, like, he was nervous, and it was my first time doing Siege. So he's teaching me stuff, and I'm like, yo, you got this. And we're giving, encouragement back and forth between each other. And Parker comes out with great help for all of us to get better at what we do. It's a family when we go to events.
It's actually hilarious because when I first met Parker, obviously, like, I'm still in fan mode because, like, I'm at the end of the day, like, whenever I still meet people, like, I understand.
You still get that.
I've done this for like a year now, but I'm still a fan of the game and a fan of everything. So, like, when I meet people, like, before I met G2 and like I saw Goga, I was like, oh my god, that's Goga.
You're
like,
such a dork.
I love it. Like, what's going on? Yeah. Or like, I saw Fabian, I was like, that's a fake best player in the world. Look at that right there.
The fake? Y'all know the best player comes from NA. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's truly awesome, man. I have never met a player that was negative in this game ever. Everyone's awesome. Joystick, great. Dan, awesome. All of the G2 guys. Fabian, awesome dude. Actually, fun fact, last time that I bumped into Fabian, I met him at Raleigh, and I walked in, I didn't think that I had met him yet, like, officially.
Really?
I don't think you were there.
No.
But it was me and Park, and I walked, I was like, oh, Fabian, like, nice to meet you. Like, I'm Stokes. And he looks me dead in the eyes. Can we get a camera over here? Can I do this? He looks me dead in the eyes, and he goes, we've met before, Stokes. How are you going to forget about the best player in the world and shaking his hand? That's what he said to me. And I was like, I feel like the best player's sitting right there. And I pointed at Pangu, and he was like, this is a man of class. So it was just great. It was great being able to meet them all again, see them at Raleigh. But I'm telling you, if you guys are a big fan of a team, make sure you guys come out to a land that they're going to be at. Every single player you meet is as humble can get. I can promise you.
Like, even the TSM guys, Merc.
Oh,
everyone,
dude, Jason
they're
Bolo?
so friendly.
Dude, Bolo's such a nice guy. Like, I was giving him crap last night. I was like, you can't just be a fake friend, right? Like, we got to play ranked together sometime.
Right.
He's like, we can get a Stokes and TSM stack going. I was like,
Okay.
sounds like my elo's going up, boys. What's good? Like,
If you're really a hardcore fan of the game,
Yeah.
I mean, you take a look at the players from Dark Zero, Evil Geniuses, and they're all welcoming.
yeah. Oh,
Like,
they're
none
fantastic,
of them are stuck
man.
up. None of them.
Dude, Bacon, such a nice guy.
Yeah.
I love him so much, dude.
That's a big dude.
Oh, dude, he's huge.
The
He's
Lakers
so
need
tall.
a point guard, Bacon.
Yeah.
Holla at us.
Yeah.
Please. No, I'm really excited. So, with all of the matches happening next week, what do you think is going to go down? So, let's talk about Western right now.
That LG versus Dark Zero game, I mean Evil Geniuses game, excuse
That's
me.
what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
So, Zara versus Disrupt, I'm going to chalk it up to Disrupt. But Luminosity versus EG,
Disrupt has been on
they've been
kind of a rough
struggling.
streak.
They've been struggling.
Yeah, their CL's been real rough, but
I love the team.
they also,
Or-
yeah, but I mean, also they kind of got like halfway poached. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like
They
that team,
did.
like Disrupt has this thing of making great players. Like, they make Gotcha. Gotcha looks great. Gotcha becomes the coach of Evil Geniuses.
Mo Digga.
Mo becomes great.
Get him
Player
outta
for
here.
Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses is just like, oh, Disrupt? Yeah, we take that. Like,
Disrupt Gaming, they're the farm league for Rainbow
yeah,
Six.
yeah, they're the farm league for Evil Geniuses.
They
apparently. They're the farm
breed
team.
talent over there.
Yeah,
I wonder if
Cashflow has to be at least happy about that he keeps
He
finding
has
these great
to.
players. You know,
it
what I
gets to a point where it's like, okay, you can't get mad that your players are being poached. It's like,
Yeah,
man, like
it happens.
damn, we got.
I mean,
talent
it's
over
not
here.
it's not like a real poach. Like, you're happy for your players, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
Disrupt, lower tier org. No one's going to argue that point, right? But you know,
Great content.
yeah, great content. Cash
Check
and
their
them do a
YouTube.
great job. They have a great stream team. Everything. I would not, obviously say anything bad about Disrupt. They're a great organization. But seeing one of your players, transcend and go immediately into Pro League on a top tier team, that's something to, take a little bit in consideration for yourself.
By the way, just got word from the producer. Katsu, they've been disqualified 1 round so far.
Okay.
So whatever's happening.
All I'm saying is, right now, we are the Phil gods. That's all I'm
we
saying.
can have a USN podcast. We
Yeah.
can just chop it
I
up.
mean, it's actually good we both
Oh.
make podcasts, because now we're just talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, B-Leaguers on the flank. If you guys never checked out B-Leaguers, he does it with Flint.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
I will.
good.
I will preface it with this though. Do not listen to it around anyone under the age of like 16. Because Flint, it's Flint and I unfiltered.
It's Flint. It's real thoughts.
Yeah, it's real
Don't say
thoughts
it in a-
unfiltered. That's what it
Don't say
is.
it in a negative light.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna say it's unfiltered. Is what I'm
The
trying
one
to say.
thing about our podcast that I love, because I listen to you guys too, is the fact that like you and Flynn plus Demo and I and whoever we bring on as a guest, there's people in the scene where they won't say anything negative about a team, somebody, or anything because they want to be in good graces. We give it to you how it is.
Oh yeah,
And it's
yeah. I
fun.
don't care if
It's
I get a
fun.
tweet at the end of the day. Like, it's an opinion piece. Like, I'm friends with everyone. I'm not here saying things out of malice. I'm here saying
Yeah.
things because I actually care and I want to see people get better.
Definitely.
Like,
So what was the point I was getting to?
what's up?
I forgot. Oh, so let's talk about the nitty gritty now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Luminosity versus EG. Who's gonna win right now?
Evil Geniuses.
Look at the camera and say
Evil Geniuses.
why.
Because they have Mo.
Because they have Mo.
Mo is unstoppable right now.
He's the answer.
Yeah, Mo is the answer. That man's the truth.
Okay. So,
That man's
okay.
the truth.
Canadian leaving, getting replaced, whatever you want to call it, from Evil Geniuses. To me, I was like, dang, like this is historic. This is the biggest like transfer that like we've seen.
He needs to change his name to MD.Truth. That's what MD Truth. Mo Digga Truth.
All right. And then, so when they brought in Mo Digga, I'm like, okay. I saw Mo Digga at USN 2018.
Yeah.
I know how aggressive and good he is.
Yeah.
And when
He was still like a fletchling then, dude.
and he's
Yeah.
like, he's still wiping, milk off his mouth. He's
Yeah.
like a baby in the pro scene.
Yeah.
And then so when he joins EG, NVK and Mo Digga, they team up when it comes to roams, and it is possibly the scariest duo we've seen in NA when it comes to roamers.
I have not seen that version of NVK in so long.
In a
Just
long
like such
time.
an aggressive roam clear, man.
It's
Like
so
they've
good.
already roam cleared in like the first 50 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, this man is hauling.
Yeah.
But as Ash. Like it's truly something to behold, you know.
It's a sometimes it takes, okay, yes, Canadian is a good player, and he gets a lot of hate, a lot of criticism, whatever. He's still great. A lot of top 2 finishes.
Yeah.
But when he got replaced and Mo Digga came on, I was questioning, does Mo Digga have the experience, or is he going to get nervous playing on this level of a team? Evil Geniuses, that's a premier organization.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of pressure. There's a
lot of pressure.
We saw how pressure affected Bolo when he first came onto the scene.
Okay.
When he first.
I'll get into it in a second.
Okay. And so Mo Digga came in, and he was one of the best performers on the team. And you put Gio in the mix along with Young and Necrox? That team is disgusting. So I'm going to have to agree with you. I think EG. Luminosity, I feel like they're a great match for EG, though. Because,
so I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the couple of things. We'll get to Bolo in a second because I want to finish this up first.
Okay.
So the reason that I pick Evil Geniuses and Mo specifically over Luminosity is the fact that Mo is born in the fires of ranked. Like, this man, like, he will stream 12 hours of ranked.
Yeah.
Get off, play his pro league game, get back on, and then grind ranked again.
Oh, he's
like this man is a grinder, chat. He's like level 455 on his main account. Like, I don't think you understand how much playtime that is. That's a lot of playtime.
He doesn't
a lot
see
of
the
playtime.
sunlight.
Yeah,
but,
that man does not see the sun. But like, he understands the mind that is Luminosity. He knows what goes into that, and especially since EG's becoming this more hyper-aggressive team.
Extremely aggressive compared to before.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I honestly think that it really meshes well with Luminosity's playstyle because they're just a bunch of young gunners.
And they love chaos.
Yeah.
By the way, just got an update from the producer. I want to thank you guys first off for being patient throughout all of this. Stokes and I, we were told to throw you guys to a break. We said no, let's just talk. Have fun with the chat. Who cares? Let's just talk Siege. Let's talk USN. So as we've been waiting, we know right now that Katsu forfeited 1 round. But in less than 4 minutes, if they don't show up, they will be disqualified.
Yeah, they're having somebody, I'm going to assume, that's having a DNS error by what I've been able to tell from the screen because it keeps getting up to 4 people. And then, yeah, they're just having issues getting the last person in. So I might be going immediately over to Shrug and stuff like that.
Yeah. I know Noski had an issue, with his hard drive as well.
Ooh.
So
yeah, didn't you say it bricked or something like that?
It wouldn't connect to his PC. I'm an IT guy. I could help him, but I'm in Poland casting.
I want to check those SATA cables, bud.
Right, exactly.
Never had to say that on a broadcast.
So,
that one wasn't hardwired into the brain.
Less than 4 minutes, Katsu, they will be disqualified, and big fans, the guys with the long names, they'll be in the finals.
Hey.
So we're just waiting for the countdown to happen. The countdown to finish at this point.
Yeah.
And the winner of Shook Squad and Shrug will play against big fans. But that's if Katsu, they're not ready. And at this point, I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I couldn't tell you. But we will get back into some of the other points we were talking about. So you were talking about Bolo and how earlier on he really wasn't doing too well. Early struggles and stuff like that. I think that is exactly what needed to happen. And I'll tell you exactly why.
Moment of fire.
So, no, the way that TSM handled the making of Bolo was extremely smart. They know the man is extremely mechanically skilled, but he did not know comp on a competitive level, whereas obviously pro play is. So what they did is they put him on a support, go back, watch the early VODs. They had him play Habana, they had him play Smoke, had him play Maestro on defense, stuff like that, to where he could get accustomed to how a competitive team is supposed to work. And then when Bolo got comfortable with how do rotations work, how do comms work, what do we need to do here, what's thinking on the fly, what's too aggressive, what's too passive, what's going on with this. Once he got comfortable, they give him all the things that he wants. He plays the doc, he plays the IQ. And now, at their most recent LAN, he's the best player at the entire thing with Pengu and Shaiko both there.
That's how
you do it.
That was probably one of the best performances in finals by...
That's how you do it. It was so intelligent how Poge handled him coming into the team. So intelligent by that man to go, I know that you don't know comp at this level, so we're going to put you in the support role so you do understand. Because as you know, you can sit back and be, the entry fragger and be like, oh, my supports aren't doing anything. You don't know that man's struggle.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is like to be a support player. You don't.
It's
until you
easy
play
to watch
support,
him play.
and you just get slammed off of every angle known to mankind because you're like, I've just been sitting here, I have to watch this rotation for 5 minutes, and he guessed where I was, pre-fired, and I died. You don't know what that struggle's like.
Yeah.
You don't know what that struggle's like where you're on site, and all of a sudden a full-on execute comes in, you have 3 roamers, you're the only one on site, and you're dead in an instant, and you can't even see your own face, dude. Like, it's just, you're just blinded, and you just die. And they're like, oh, it's Stokes' fault. And you're like, dude, like, you're not here. They just dumped everything. They threw a Thatcher. They EMP'd everything. All my ADSs are gone. They stun dumped, and I died. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. You don't know what that man's struggle is.
Yeah.
So my advice to you, if you're trying to come up and comp, start a support or start as something that you don't want to play. Figure out what that struggle is, then rotate. Flynn was actually telling me this when he was on a team with Powerhouse.
Okay.
This was a long time ago. This is back when he was doing CCS and stuff like that. They had a sanctioned match during each week, or sanctioned scrim, where they would flip roles to where Flynn, support players, everybody knows, would play entry.
Yes.
And their entries would play support, so that you know the other man's struggle. You know what it does? Makes comms less toxic.
You know what else
why?
it does?
Because people know what's going on.
What else that does is not just, learning how he plays, it's just learning how every position and role is played on the map.
Yeah.
Because when you have that type of knowledge and a call out is made, you could paint a picture and you could really know what their struggle is like during that moment.
Mm-hmm.
That way you have experience. When you have experience to talk about it and act on it, it's way better.
Yeah.
That's why players like Young and Necrox are so valuable on teams like EG.
Yeah.
Look
Young.
at players like Pengu.
That's why, like, we were having this conversation yesterday with Emzo. Actually, we were talking about support players, and honestly, if you're a support player and you're trying to figure out how to play support better, definitely want to be playing or looking up to Shepard, as well as Young and Goga. Those 3 are literally undefeated in the support role. But I believe we actually have the match going now, guys. Katsu versus Big Fans on Cafe. Did we finally get things started?
Yes.
All right.
Let's get it.
No bans.
No bans. Bans? Oh, yeah, we got to get the bans going.
Yeah, because obviously they forfeited a round, so I'm going to assume that they're going to have to say what they want banned.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that we're going to have a rehost here. Yep, we are indeed.
Back to us.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the USN
Long time
podcast.
no see.
How's it going?
The USN podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty good first episode, man.
Katsu, they now have all their players here. But with a 1-round advantage going to Big Fans and Katsu, they're
And Big Fans is on defense, too.
Yeah.
They got a free one. And they
Free round
yeah, they get a
on
free
it.
round. They get a free round. And you know what the best part is?
So.
They still have full site rotation.
Oh.
Ooh.
I didn't even think about that.
Ooh.
Go straight to 3rd floor, baby.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. So.
Stop. Yo, never again. Never again.
That was a fun photo shoot. So, yeah, chat, we're just waiting for the library to go ahead, get rehosted, start up again, and we're going to be back in the game. Once again, I want to thank every single one of you for being patient. I know all of you out there want to watch phenomenal gameplay. You might be tired of looking at me and Stokes. Hopefully you like looking at us. But
I'll stop looking at you. Don't worry.
we're going to get the game started as soon as possible. So I want to say thank you in the chat. But chat, so far, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Stokes and I, we just went ahead with a rundown of the matches tonight. Big Fans versus Katsu, Shrug, and Shook Squad. Who do you guys think are going to win? I want to see the results soon. I know there's like a 2-minute delay, 3-minute delay. So we'll see that soon.
Yeah, I think it's longer than that. I think it's 5-minute delay, homie.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm
we'll
pretty sure we
see
got a
what they
5-minute
think
delay on these.
soon, right?
If I remember the ESL handbook correctly, I think every sanctioned match is at least a 4-minute delay.
That seems about right.
Yeah, I believe it's 4 minutes because it's
Okay.
a little bit over a round.
We'll see. But
Community caster Stokes, back at you.
okay, man, you worked your way up
Yeah, man.
really fast.
Came from the dirt, dude. Came from the mud.
Jeez, don't call it the mud. Don't call it the dirt. You know why? It was a beautiful struggle for
It
them.
was a beautiful
It
struggle.
was a beautiful struggle, and you worked your way up, and now you're here.
Yeah, I just got a little. Look, I always tell people it's an ounce of skill and a pound
a
of
lot
luck.
of luck. A lot
Ounce
of
of
luck.
skill, pound of luck. Because let's be completely honest, chat. I really sucked at this when I started. That's just how it works, man. Like, you're just terrible till you're not terrible.
He still does.
Yeah, I still do a little
Said
bit.
that. What?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Now-
You're the only one.
I won a
that catches this mic.
contest. I won a contest, and I'm here.
You cried walking out of that event venue as well. You bawled. This big man right here cried.
Context.
He cried walking out of USN.
Context.
USN finals.
I couldn't finish the final game for the USN finals, so I had to walk off before the first map ended. And man, Like, yeah, you may get emotional. So I shed a thug tear on the way to the
I knew you were going to say that.
I shed a thug tear on the way to the Uber. And now I get to go ahead and, as Parker says, mulligan. I get to have a second chance.
Hey.
And I'm going to finish out the whole event this time. So, yeah.
You don't even know if you're working the event yet, though.
It's USN.
Hey, you don't know, though.
It's USN. They're going to invite all.
You don't know that.
Why not?
Because I'm bad at my job.
That's like the Pro League finals are like, yeah, you guys have been good all season, but let's go ahead and bring in Blue, Stokes, and Valley.
Emzo didn't cast the last one.
Okay. I don't know why.
Emzo was sick.
That's why.
Yeah, he had the back surgery.
Right, exactly.
I was testing your siege knowledge there.
We are the USN boys, okay? Like, we're going to be at the event.
Oh, my gosh.
No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. So, yeah, still waiting for the game to start up. But, you're going for Shrug. I like Katsu.
Yeah, I'm going for Shrug.
don't get
I kind of have to. I give Flynn enough crap as it is, so I kind of have to just, my boy Timsy's on there, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, the guy is an insane support player. The fact that he is actually not on a roster that is good at this video game is insane.
Oh,
it's actually insane. We
back.
have bans, and we banned Twitch and Jackal. Actually, guys, fun fact, if you didn't notice, there's an update to the TTS that has a nerf for Jackal, folks. Hey, I like it.
Oh, yeah. Tell them about the nerf for Jackal.
All right, I'll bring up the
when is that
going to
be live?
It's on the test server right now.
Okay.
But, so they also banned Pulse Out, which that should be pretty rudimentary but for the people wondering why they banned Pulse Out. Well, the main reason is because on Cafe in particular, there's a lot of verticality to it. You can use that Nitro Cell extremely well to kill people inside of Christmas, in particular from the mid-floor when they are going to be attacking Bar and Cocktail. Okay, the entire lobby is loading. What is happening?
Blame Blue.
Somebody's gonna crash, dude.
Someone's
gonna crash.
Somebody's
Somebody's hamster needs to run faster.
Someone's i3 processors on his last breath.
I'm trying to think of like the worst processor off of the top of my head. I can't even think of it.
Yo,
what did they use in Windows 98 PC, Windows 95 PCs?
Yeah, someone on Windows XP right now, like their game is oh.
Defenders, protect your
Okay, we're in the game.
All right, we're in the video game.
Stokes, this is it, the first game of the day. Katsu against
How
Big
long
Fan.
have we been live?
You've been live for 37 minutes.
Oh my god. Okay, what a day. It's already been a day. Somebody give me a stunt double. Appreciate it. All right, I'll pull those up for you guys in just a second here so I can tell you guys exactly what happened to
Is
Jackal.
Jackal in play?
Oh, right.
Well,
No, Jackal Jackal got banned out by Katsu. So the change to Jackal now is that he only gets a certain amount of pings for how old the footmarks are on the ground. So if the red ones that are 15 seconds or younger, then he gets 5 pings for the full amount of time, just like he does always right now. If you get yellow footprints, which are 16 seconds to 30 seconds old, you get 4 pings. Green print, which is 31 to 60, you get 3 pings. Blue print, 61 to 90 seconds is 2 pings. And then also he can't get footprints vertically anymore. You can't shoot to the floor and see footprints above you. And also he can choose to actually keep the information to himself, which only allows the ping to be seen by him, but he also gets your footprints basically make a line to you. So a little bit of different usage of him, but I like the changes.
Yeah, and with Jackal being such a strong operator, banning him on a map like Cafe makes so much sense because there's a lot of roam play as you were talking about at the beginning of the stream.
Also, they got rid of his breaching charges and they gave him a Claymore.
Okay.
So he has a little bit less soft destruction because
he still has that secondary shotgun.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, that's why, because like breaching charges and a secondary shotgun, that man had so much utility. It was insane. The devs are listening, chat. Trust me. They're just trying to make things, slow and steady. They don't want to mess things up, just like Nuttius just had his face messed up by 6. So that's going to start us off here. And that's actually Jaeger, who is completely outside. I don't really know why he chose to try and hop out so early on here. Maybe it's that he saw 6 on Repel, but again, we're not in game. We really don't know. They do have Christmas control now as Ash has repelled on the southern windows. And what a shot from Habibi right under the pixel angle of Cordell.
All right, so with that being the first game of the day, excuse me, second kill of the round, Big Fan's already down by 2 players. Katsu looking pretty good so far, even despite losing the first round due to coming into the game late. But Meow win. He's going to be holding things down over in Bar with Legion, so the Goo Mine is going to be extremely effective once Katsu start to make their push. Meow, the guy I was talking about, he's going to knock down Makarov. Beautiful headshot. But they're going to need to get one more kill in order to tie things up. We know a little bit of utility is currently in play, and the gunfire is starting to roar heavily.
Well, they still have Cigar locked down, but still plenty of work to be had. We saw Meow drop down, rotates over to White. Very smart of him instead of trying to stay in Bar, which was a very dangerous location. Finding some safe harbor, though, on the other end of things. Over to the southeast. 6 and the rest of the squad, though, trying to hold down New Drop. Jarden with the peek from heaven will take him down, and all of a sudden we're at equal man count. We're going to have the freezer wall open now, so we still have plenty of utility to be had by the offense, but he's already taking quite a bit of damage. He does have the diffuser, so might want to give that up as to have somebody else plant that has a little bit more HP, because otherwise Jarden can more than likely get a kill with one of his evil eyes and those lasers. Only 17 seconds left now in the round as things are going to have to get picked up pretty quickly here. Jarden going to continue on line things down with that Alda and trying to make the move. Quick fires through. Nitro Cell will actually confirm it. It's going to now win on a rotate for Big Fans to pick up the very first round.
Big Fans with the amazing play from not only Meow win his Legion, but the Maestro. The Maestro was able to get a 2K, and Meow just seemed to be everywhere. These guys are, they're gamers.
I can tell you Meow plays very weird.
Unorthodox
very weird,
might be a good thing at times.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But he just plays very weird. Like, that was a very aggressive area to be holding down inside of Bar to start things off. I mean, he's playing on the closest, well, kind of just like bar desk, I guess. You really can't call it a bar because obviously there's no drinks there.
Yeah.
So just like kind of like side table area. He's playing up close to the door and getting very aggressive on Cigar into Christmas on a very awkward angle that obviously no one's going to know, because you would assume no one's going to be in practical no man's land, because if they peek you from the skylight, you just die. So, you know, a very awkward place to be, but it worked out for him in the end, able to get a kill inside of Cigar and then drop down, rotate over towards White, gets aggressive towards the actual bathroom area, makes himself a nice little path through the tracks, ends up bagging a kill. But overall, I would say Katsu had what they needed in order to force a plant. They just didn't go about it correctly. They had Freezer open. All they really had to do was hold the cross and make sure that Mute could not possibly move up to get that Nitro Cell, and they didn't try and get aggressive towards the actual site. Instead they just went for the objective-based play when they should have went a little bit more aggressive, because there was a lot of utility still on the board for the defense.
And the funniest thing about that entire stop with the C4 to stop the plant from going down is the fact that we don't see a lot of big plays coming in towards the Bar from the defenders. That area is usually cleared out. But with Maestro holding that long peak angle and getting that second kill, they pretty much cleared everything out in order to make that happen. But here we are in the third round. Katsu down by 2. Let's not make it 3. And at 6, he's going to work his way over to the third floor. This is pretty much basic. You have to work your way, from top to bottom. If you can successfully do that, clear out the room, if there are any, you can get down, add some verticality by going over towards mining and train and using soft destruction to shoot down at the defenders, and the rest of the attacking players down low can get in the site to clean up the frags.
Like this hold downstairs by Big Fans right now, just playing it horizontally, working some shields as well as that castle magic that we know and love, being able to shut down those long areas of sight line. Quick shots now from Meow again on these off angles. This man seems to know his lineups for Cafe especially. And 6, definitely finding out now, especially where that man is aiming from. But again, it's all in Katsu to try and get down towards sight. They're now on soft destruction duty upstairs, a little bit of rework, possibly some floor change is needed. But they do have Makarov Katsu, obviously, on the IQ. Rocking the electronics detector, able to get quite a bit of utility through the floor since it is soft. She is extremely prominent on these types of sites.
Makarov's Twitch is going to be valuable when it comes to shooting down and getting rid of those bandit batteries. That way, Katsu, they're going to be able to utilize their hard breach to get in the site that much easier over towards Freezer. We're working his way down towards coat check. He's peeking in it. It's 6. He's not going to get into an engagement at the moment, but ever so closely, yes, he got peeked and he got the kill. 5v4 already, but time is starting to run low. I'm going to say Katsu, they're in a great spot, opening up hatches.
Well, now they have Freezer open, but Still plenty of time and a lot of defenders to go through, especially with a lot of utility. The Valkyrie kill's nice to start things off, but they still have Bandit to worry about. That's another Nitro cell off the board, as well as Jaeger to fall in tandem. Now all of a sudden this becomes a lot easier. Only Castle and Smoke to worry about. Granted, Smoke very close in that good in that close range. He tries for the shotgun shot. They've already downed one. It's all left up to Bay. See if he can possibly use these Toxic Babes to get out of dodge. No, he can't. And that's going to be a flawless round for Katsu to start off round 3.
That was pretty flawless, and that was pretty easy for Katsu. Big fans, they applied no pressure coming in from above. So yeah, you have IQ up top wreaking havoc, and who's there to stop her? Usually when we see a down low site, we have a lot of presence up top to slow them down at least. And if they're not trying to get kills on the 3rd floor or even trying to catch them on rotation on the 2nd floor, you at least have to apply pressure up top when it comes to Nitro cells and also impact nades, and that wasn't done at all. We're going to go to 2nd floor this time around.
All right, well, we're going to Reading Room Fireplace Hall, which is a site that we were talking about a little bit earlier on. It's that dining room as well as the library that's right across from it, one of my favorite sites on this entire map. There's a specific reason why. The verticality in this site in particular is a very big deal. You can play dining from below, downstairs inside of kitchen, but there's also a lot of vertical pressure that you can apply to the site overall, upstairs inside of bar as well as cocktail, a little bit inside of freezer to hold down the hallway if you really want to. So this site, you can play it a myriad of different ways. We'll have to see how the defensive big fans will go about it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to see any pulse on the board, but we are going to have traps here and intel. There's a lot of intel, actually. You take a look at Valkyrie, Legion, and also Maestro. You have 2 Evil Eye cameras. You have 3 Valk cams, and you have a crazy amount of goo mines you can produce throughout the entire round. So, speaking of traps as well, we have Smoke. Big fans, they have everything in their arsenal in order to stop Katsu this time around, and it shouldn't be this easy. With gridlock in play, rotations are going to be cut short if there are any type of roamers or people playing off-site aggressively, and Ash should be able to clean up a lot of work as well with the R4C.
I really like this defensive setup that we've had so far. We have Bayou over inside of the actual train area with the shield able to hold down pillars. So there's going to be a very hard mid-take for the offensive Katsu, but it does seem like they're prioritizing the top floor, which, why wouldn't you? Oh, and Cordell's going to get caught with his pants down as he peeks the window right into 6. 6 going to hit him with the Pojo Man lol in chat. Cordell, I don't know exactly what you're doing, my friend, but I wouldn't advise ever trying to do that again.
Valkyrie, with all the intel needed on her end, first blood. But there's still going to be a strong hold up top on the 3rd floor, 2 to be exact.
Ooh.
Oh, Habibi just walks in and says, "Get out of my house." And one more player hiding behind the shield. The gunfire is coming in from Habibi, unable to connect. Thank God to the shield being there. The attack is going to come heavy. His utility comes into play, and it looks like it's going to be a 4v1.
Oh,
he's in the
Makarov.
bathroom all alone. No.
Easy kill for him. He's going to rotate out right here, and here's your freebie. There you go. Very nice, Makarov. Going to rotate through bar. No Valkyrie cams, or at least no one on said Valkyrie cams inside to help him out. So Makarov going to take up that free kill. Only halfway through the round, roam clear already done, and they have all this vertical pressure that Big Fans was trying to apply downstairs if they did go for the mid-hold in control.
When 2 of your players get gunned down quite easily, you're the 3rd up top, and you know that you're outnumbered. That's the time you need to run away. But, a little bit of the floor bang coming through, and Makarov's breaching charge isn't going to be in effect. So, Big Fans starting to be aggressive from a floor under, but it's 6. He's going to have their back in case any type of rotation comes around. And I'm not sure if he's going to find one because there is one player in the room that he's pre-aimed into. He's going to tag it. Maybe there's a drone there to call out that type of intel. Yeah, he seems like he's going to hold that angle for a long time as Makarov works his way down white steps, hopefully to get a pick. He's going to be in the face of a few defenders and stepping on the goo mine. The intel is there, but the pinch is currently going to come. It's 6 and another player also jumping down. And here it is, free kill for Mean Sama as Bayou is going to get knocked out and working on the 2nd. Makarov is going to help him out. That's going to be 2 straight rounds where Katsu got 10 kills straight.
Yeah,
and Big Fans, yeah, they haven't gotten one.
No.
Pretty dominant.
No, very, very dominant, as you were saying. And that's the way to also pinch out your last defender. They had the intel come in from 2 separate angles. If somebody loses out the gunfight, you immediately hop on it as to make it to where the defender cannot reload, therefore making the gunfight a little bit more difficult for them. Granted, he did not even get to see the time of day as Makarov immediately removed his head right before he could actually confirm his kill on the down 6. So, rolling into round 5 now, we are going to be attacking Bar Cocktail this time around, which we saw big fans go to earlier on. So, a little bit of a different hold from them. As we said, Meow holding a very peculiar angle that was a lot closer to Sakar than was very comfortable for a lot of players. This time around, though, we'll have to see if they continue with that aggression or if they try and, back it off just a little bit, because Katsu really seems to be feeling themselves, and I don't think that big fans really wants to lean into Katsu's game plan.
This is scary.
It really is, because this is the tilting point.
Yeah, you get one free round on defense, and you win the next. Katsu wins 2 straight on attack. And the saying is, if you can win 1 round on attack, that's great. If you can win 2, that's amazing. Like, you're put in a situation where you believe that this game is all yours by the time you go to defense. Because statistically, the defensive side is way easier to play than attack on this map. So big fans, they really cannot afford to lose anymore. But with this setup, taking a look at the lineup is kind of similar to the last, but this time around, we're going to incorporate Mozzie so he can hack drones. Valkyrie didn't work out well due to an early peek and a kill coming in from Katsu's Ash player. So fast switch, he's not going to give her a second chance. Instead, you're going to get Mozzie.
Okay, so you guys saw Nuttius hopping up on the minibar. There's a specific reason why. If you actually use that as a spawn peak and you don't see anybody, but you hear the rappels down low on the western side of the building to that immediate roof area where you see all the air conditioning tubing, you can actually shoot them as a rappel up.
Really?
Yeah, if you stand on top of the minibar and break down that window for minibar, you can actually see down to the roof, and it's very difficult for them to shoot back because obviously when they come to the top, they're stuck in animation, and you just get a freebie because they chose to clamber the side of the building.
They can't ADS while they're...
There you go. You guys can use that inside of your games. You're welcome.
Stokes tips, 1-on-1. You get them every USN. But Quad on all fronts so far is big fans. They set up their defense. I wonder where the goo mines are currently present. My guess would be in front of red steps because we know that's exactly where the attack is going to be coming from. But the hard breach is going to be quite simple.
He's back in this same spot, and I don't know if he knows that's counterable or not, or even Katsu knows that he's there and they can actually get on that roof and work their way up the skylight. Going to get aggressive on Pixel, though. They need this Thermite alive, so I don't know why he's playing so aggressive. 6 up close and personal right now. Throws a stun grenade, but he's actually going to end up full whiting himself. Not before Mean Sama, though, gets a kill. And it's already going to be another frag by Makarov, reading him like a book as Cordell goes down inside a bathroom.
Makarov was looking like the absolute best right now was IQ. But IQ and Ash.
Very smart
health, and
utility.
Ash is going to get naded out. Great utility and great plays from Meow ever since the first round this game. So big fans able to trade out that kill. And with Makarov at low health, it's going to help them out. But what's not helping is Habibi catching fire, taking out one of the best players on big fans at the moment.
It's all down to the supportive unit. Bayou and Jarden. We've seen Jarden come up big, but Bayou's not going to have the chance as he gets his life whisked away, and soon to follow suit is the last remaining member. And Katsu almost on a perfect round once again, if it wasn't for 6 walking into the line of fire inside of Sagar.
3 straight on attack.
Yeah, that is not supposed to happen.
It's not supposed to happen.
A good split for this map is 4-2. Leaning towards the defense.
Even though
a bad split for the defense is 3-3 or 5-1 or 6-0, but obviously we can't get 6-0 or 5-1. We can go 4-2, and if that leans towards the offense, this is basically Katsu saying, we have the money in the bag.
Pretty much going back to third floor where Katsu have dominated. With all the traps and everything in the way, it's not going to mean anything as long as the Makarov is on the board. And Makarov isn't only doing well shooting out utility, but also slaying out in that role.
Defenders,
there was another pick, and yeah, we're going to have Gridlock Zofia in the game. Echo is going to be chosen. Oh, we're going to get 2 of the big anchors. And I actually didn't see the ban phase because we started off with a 1-round win for big fans, and we didn't see the ban phase. But Pulse is out, along with Twitch. Twitch, really good on this map, by the way. But it's mostly due to her F2. I can see the Twitch drone being great when it comes to hunting down yokai drones and Evil Eyes. So knocking her out the mix and making Maestro a formidable defender here. I mean, that's a really smart move. But taking a look at the stats so far, pretty much even all around for Katsu. Naski, yeah, he's not having, 4 kills and 2 Ks, but he's doing such a great job for the role that he's playing in.
Apologies about that. I was about to... Yeah. Anyways, despite that, We are going to be jumping into round 6 here, and same, well, relatively speaking, offensive lineup from Katsu, all except that 6 has moved himself away from a hollow sight in an R4C over to an M762, or the AK as everyone knows, for Zophia's primary. With Zofia, 2 armor, 2 speed, practically just a better version of Ash, not IQ, apologies. With a little bit more utility, she has impacts, she also has concussions, a claymore. What is there not to love about this op? I mean, again, it's a list of utility that just goes on and on and on. And she's a favorite of a lot of professional players, and that's a big reason why, is they just love things that have multiple different uses. They aren't just one niche thing. She's kind of a blanket operator. There's no reason not to take her.
Yeah.
So that's one reason that she is a fan favorite.
So the setup that we're seeing right now from big fans is pretty similar to what we saw in the Space Station Gaming versus Secret game over in Raleigh. Yeah, you put a shield up top in front of White Hallway, and your Jaeger player, or what made you have it playing that position, it's going to be their job to really hold things down over in Piano/Christmas, but big fans haven't been able to do that, and it's pretty interesting. I wonder where the Evil Eye placements are currently. I wonder if they're in the default spots. But Jordan, he is always in the mix. You see him peeking all the time. So it's not like he's playing a hard support. Seems like he's playing a hard fraggy role on Maestro.
Yeah, he's just trying to go for those long gunfights with that Alden. Why wouldn't you? Again, you have 81 bullets. It's an amazing weapon. We've seen that time and time again, and he's trying to prove it all as BB's going to walk into a goo mine, and it's always dangerous when you're at such low HP. They've kind of stunted their growth inside of Christmas right now. Still don't have freezer wall open here, and there honestly shouldn't be any reason why they don't at this point, unless we obviously had to have the Thermite use more than one Thermite charge on the wall here. He still has one, so I'm still surprised that they don't have this wall open. They're just more or less sitting here and waiting for someone to walk into them. They already got a kill onto Meow, so that's going to open up Bar a little bit, as he's been playing the exact same area inside of the site for quite a bit of time at this point. Looks like they might be going for a default plant and just leave the freezer closed, which very, very awkward to try and make work. Noski will find a kill in the process, though, and Bayou to falter. That's going to be the smoke. This is going to make things a lot more easier. Finally getting this wall open as well towards Freezer. Establishing a couple of lines of sight, as well as cutting off a rotation from White Hallway. 6 going to see another shield inside as Habibi takes down Jarden. We were talking about how Jarden was able to bring things back earlier on, but now it's seeming like things are going to get all the more dire as things tick below 15 seconds. Diffuser now going down as well. It's going to get abandoned. Echo tries to hop onto his drone, but now it's an all-out hunt to try and find Nuttius, and they'll do it all over again, Veli, as another flawless round is confirmed.
3 flawless rounds, 4 wins in a row on attack. Someone's got to stop Katsu, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be big fans anytime soon.
They don't have the sauce, man.
They don't have the sauce. Hey.
What's the secret to the sauce?
What is it?
What's the Krabby Patty formula? Tell me.
I have no idea. Ketchup? Where are you going with this, Sam?
How do you beat Katsu, man? How? What's your idea?
You hope that they get disqualified. That 1 minute came faster than ever.
How's it feel to get given a round and then only get one round on top of that?
I really don't like
under defensive side.
So you take a look at big fans. Oh, by the way, it's halftime, so the roles are absolutely going to switch. And Makarov is going to be on Mozzie. And let's see how Mozzie's going to perform in this scenario. Big fans, what really puzzles me is the fact that, okay, take a look at all the operators and setups that they did. Pretty much the same setup going into white. It wasn't a bad setup, but it was just the way that they defended it. You have yokai drones, you have toxic babes, Valk cams, goo mines, but none of them mattered. None of it mattered. All of that utility essentially went to waste because Katsu, toxic babe was thrown literally into that cigar cubby. That was a really bad placement up there from the smoke player. Goo mines, player stepped on him, but it was way off site. So, okay, yeah, you're going to stop him. Yeah, you're going to take away a few HP, but in the long term, and, you know, the grand scheme of things, how do you make those operators matter?
I feel like with big fans for their setups on defense, especially upstairs, it was just a lot of half effort. We kind of want to hold down Christmas. We kind of want to hold down Bar. Pick one, stick to it. Especially Pixel Spot, setting that up with a shield with Jaeger. It's very difficult to get your way out because you have to make a sprint for the door. And you're playing against people that have a reaction time. So as soon as you step up, they're going to remove your head, and all of a sudden your Jaeger's dead. And he didn't really accomplish anything inside of Christmas. And that happened over and over again. So my advice to big fans is just pick something and hold that area. If you think Christmas is the most important, hold down Christmas. You think Bar is the most important, hold down Bar.
But the scariest thing about that, they couldn't hold down Christmas or Bar. No, they couldn't hold down Bar and White Hallway at the same time.
No.
And at the same time, we saw Katsu pinch him. We had a player creeping in behind Bar while, which was Makarov. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, they're bullying the Jaeger into bathroom.
Yep.
And so when you trap a Jaeger in the bathroom and Makarov is clearly on the flank, that's an easy win. Speaking of in the bathroom, Nedius with a little bit of drone play and still working his way outside the building, looking for Vault cams. He knows that there's a roamer on the 3rd floor. But how are they going to act? We're going to find out soon.
Definitely have to be worried about it because Katsu could always have a burst of aggression at any given time. Definitely going to hear that rappel as well on the southern windows. Actually, we're already going to have a run out. It's going to be Noski off of some information on a camera to find the Nuttiest. Definitely not paying attention, even though he does have that electronic sensor. So that'll be spattered over the building as the body falters off to the ground. Some of those X-Kairos bells going off, and BB going to choose to abandon ship, which is a good idea. Don't want to stick around inside a bathroom when it's open like that. Much rather just leave the area. Meow going to get tagged up just a little bit from an Evil Eye. They don't exactly know where it is. He's actually getting shot from below, so kind of an awkward angle here. X-Kairos going off somewhere else is actually they're going to throw a Nitro Cell in through the flooring here. Oh, and still, Makarov has so many angles opened up down below, and that's the beauty of that super shorty. Noski going to continue his reign of terror as Cordell actually gets fragged out. Trying to shoot in through, but Noski with a triple kill already, a quad kill. What a shot. Works his way into Christmas. Only one to find. He can't find the ace. Rotation coming through now as Jarden gets lit up. He finds 6 as well, trying to bring things back, but it's going to be Makarov to put a bullet in him, and Katsu continues their round advantage.
We've seen how many? 2 to 3 flawless rounds. We've seen almost an ace. Katsu, they're on fire.
Also, another reason as to why I believe Katsu and Shrug are going to be a very good game if it does get down to that. Timsy actually teamed with 2 of these people.
Oh, so he knows a lot.
He knows 6, and he also knows the BB.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Hey, birds of a feather flock together.
There you go.
If he's able to team with guys this good, that just lets everyone know how well he plays. And we've all seen what Shrug.
Look, I'm not trying to kiss up to Timsy at all, man. I'm just telling you, like, it still blows me away that, like, people be like, no one plays supports anymore. And it's like, there's like 3 good supports I can name you right now that are FA or on a lower tier team that could play your support role.
That's pretty much an NA thing. So
yeah, you know,
the regions, there's a lot of
NA is about clout, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It really is. You have to be at least somewhat known. You have some people make it through at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's definitely a clout show at sometimes.
Yeah, and support players, they don't get the shine. They don't get the prettiest plays. So
That's difficult.
When your team isn't performing at the highest level, the easiest person to point a finger at is the one that's not with the best stats.
Yeah, just to go off of that, I mean, right before Milan, where we saw Young have such a good tourney, everyone was like, oh, Young's washed. Young hasn't been doing well.
Serious?
Yada, yada, yada. We haven't seen the Young that we want to see. Young's been there the whole time, man. He's just on a support role doing his job. Let the man do him, okay? Trust me. Supports have, feelings too.
Supports help you win games as well. I believe great support players win championships.
Oh,
Take a look at Shepard.
Defense wins championships, my friend.
Yeah, there you have it.
Defense wins championships.
So we're going to bring the sight down low. And Natsuki is Valkyrie. She's going to have one more cam left. And hey, shooting down that fan, we know exactly where it's going now.
Defense wins championships unless you're a Bears fan. Monka S, dude. Rip my entire life.
Defense wins championships unless you're on big fans.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, they're having a really rough time of it right now, and I don't really know what to tell them at this point because it's Cafe. It's a very difficult map, and it really doesn't seem like on the offense they know what they want to go for. Jarden's been working on this same wall about 40 seconds now. Yeah, so doing his best Bob the Builder impression, I would assume, but we're actually going to have Meow now taking quite a long angle with a hollow sight instead of that ACOG, and Jarden's actually going to get gunned, and I'm going to assume he was still working on that White Grudge. I don't really know exactly where he was, but he was still down in that general vicinity. Definitely going to lose his life, though, and Makarov's not going to get lit up very, very much. Able to rotate back up to the mid-floor and play this out. 6 also on Vigil, so there is quite a bit of roam game here. Are they going to be aware of a rotation down White once again? It doesn't seem like he tries to shoot him off. 6's location more than likely given up, but it doesn't seem like anyone's motion towards him by the silhouettes.
And with the gunfire coming out from the visual player, they know exactly where he is. And Noski able to get a nice double kill. One on the rotation, other one at face value. Noski is on fire.
Oh,
now, it's 6. He's trying to join a party. yes, the refrag happens. The trade is there. But in a 1v4, Katsu, they're not going to give it up. They're going to win round number 8 as well. Once they started winning, they haven't lost a round. And this is a phenomenal showcase coming in from them. So, Vigil is on white stairs. And my question is, where's the drone play to tag him out? And even if he's Vigil and uses ability, you still know he's there.
Well, yeah.
Where's the pinch at?
Well, no, it's not even that. I think the main thing is that Makarov already came down the white stairs and killed somebody from there.
Oh.
He killed Gridlock. So you can kind of put that into the mix going, okay, well, their flank watch was kind of dead. But, you know. Oh,
No way. No,
6.
he's
Stick
not doing it.
Stick it.
Match
Stick
point.
the Lord. You lock that in.
Match
I better
point.
see a check mark. You 6. Yes!
Do it.
Yes, 6!
Yes!
Yes! Yes, my friend. Let's go. All right. We got the memes going.
How many kills?
But here's my thing. I'm saying he's getting 2 right now. It's a 2K. Anyways, so for big fans, I know that I enjoy having a good time on the desk. I love, obviously saying things to other people's disparity. It happens, whatever. But I will tell you this. They're not bad players. You can tell that, just by looking at how they play and stuff. Yeah, you can tell that by how they're playing and stuff. You can tell that a couple of things are happening. Number one, comms are not there. They've either deteriorated due to rage or tilt or whatever. Or excuse me, as well as it just seems like the map knowledge really isn't there, especially on the offensive side. They knew quite a few angles on the defensive side, but their offense is not put together. The reason that they got that round on defense is because defense is inherently easier than offense because you don't have to coordinate nearly as much. On offense, your entire team has to have the same brain. And we have a spawn peek actually coming out from 6 right now. Is he going to be able to get a kill? He has no ACOG. He's rocking the reflex. Oh, 6, the timing. You should have just stayed there, my friend. You could have possibly gotten a kill. It would have been Cordell as well. That's just so sucky.
Unfortunate.
Noski's going to take quite a bit of damage in the process as well.
But Tashanka is still going to be in play, and I wonder if that machine gun is going to be put to use. But the Nitro Cell prepped and ready. Noski knows something that we don't, and he gets it. Jordan gets shut down for the first kill of the game. The round. Such a great way to start off match point. Right here.
6 is looking to hop out the window for Minibar. This is awesome.
By the way, for those of you that are just tuning in and new to see, big fans, in order to keep this game alive, they cannot afford to lose. And with the jump out, 6 is feeling himself. But yeah, big fans are going to have to go ahead and win 4 rounds straight. If they're able to do it, we go to overtime, and then it will be a best of 3 after that.
They have to win 4 straight on offense, though.
That's if.
Yeah. 4 straight on offense on Cafe is not fun. And also, big fans definitely now know. Oh, almost killed your teammate there, Cordell. Gotta watch out with that skeletons and key, man. Friendly fire is a thing and it hurts.
All quad on both fronts. A minute 40 seconds left in the round, and Katsu looking to put it in the bag.
Big fans is not playing to win. They're playing not to lose, Valley. And what do you say to that?
They're playing extremely passive. They're not forcing the tempo. They're not facing fights, and they're waiting for Katsu to make the play. That's not what you do, especially if you're on attack. And we're seeing it now. You have Buck and Zofia on your team. You have IQ in the mix. You're supposed to be lining up these players for the kill. And Makarov shouldn't be free to do that. Where's the pressure? Where's the presence? And you're going to have to step it up. Play to win. Do not play not to lose. And Noski able to get the double. Yes, the refract comes in. Big fans, they need a prayer. IQ has no health left.
I love how 6 said, Foss will intersector by Shuka slash. That was good. Really well put.
Not fair.
Quick shots now coming in from IQ, but she's immediately going to get dispatched in Katsu. Going to win it out on the defensive side, 7-2.
We blew it.
Yeah, they've definitely got a little bit of VOD to watch. They need to go watch a lot of Cafe if they want to play this map. This map is complicated. That's why I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, the team just did not perform up to snuff. Cafe is a very difficult map, and Katsu definitely knows their angles comparative to where big fans do not.
Noski, 11-1.
Yep.
He's going to love that Siege GG.
Oh, he's going to love that. 11-1, my man. That's 11 KD. That's like a rating of like 1.9. That's insane.
That's pretty nutty. So great job for Katsu as they're going to win the first game of the day against big fans. And next we're going to have Shrug against Shook Squad. What are your main takeaways right now?
Of this matchup?
Yes, the 7-2 win.
I mean, really, it just comes down to the fact that big fans just did not seem at all prepared for Cafe. They had one setup on bar that required 2 deployable shields. They're playing like kind of the new shield meta. We've seen a couple of teams adapt this in, where they're prioritizing these shields just because they're so good with the slots in them being able to see and pre-fire. But Katsu had quite a bit of soft destruction and explosives to be able to deal with that, as well as once they played into it once, they already knew exactly where the shield setups were going to be. So they just immediately punished it, and they recognized out what big fans were doing with a lot of their site setups, which was playing even down to when they had like a 2v4, people off site. So they were just holding flanks, waiting for that freebie to come in, claim him, make it a 3v1, and then you just claim the last one. It's pretty easy peasy from there.
This game was technically a 7-1. Big fans won the first round because of a DQ from Katsu not being ready. And the first round that they actually won on their own, I'm going to say that they mostly relied on the kills from Maestro.
They caught him off guard as well.
They caught him off guard. When Maestro didn't get those kills the next round, the white hold wasn't strong, especially to play behind shield. And like I said before, Jaeger is going to have to do better in that scenario. I mean, if
just don't play there. Just play white stairs.
Back up.
Yeah, there's a reason you don't see people play Pixel by themselves. It's because you're just a freebie. You just die.
Hiding in bathroom with a shotgun.
Yeah, we've even seen that. We've seen Smoke with 2 reinforcements there. Just play right in the corner and go. If you come to the door, you die. I have an M590, and guess what? You don't.
One-shot kill up close.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and interview a player from the winning team. It's going to be Habibi from Katsu. Habib.
Yo.
What is this special effect in your background?
It's just a blur. I don't know, man. I don't even use Skype. It just had it on.
It's like an Instagram filter. What's going on, Habibi? How you feeling?
I'm doing all right, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. So we saw a pretty dominant performance. But what took the game so long to start, man? Why did you guys make us wait so long for that?
Man, I'm sorry. It was something messed up in Noski's computer. You know, we had to get that fixed. Okay. And, you know, sorry about the wait. We really do apologize, but we ended up playing the game regardless, and we gave you guys a show.
With ultimately a 7-1 win, the first round that you lost when you guys were playing, I was telling Sam, I chalked it up mostly to the aggressive Maestro peaks up top. What did you guys do to overcome that and just be dominant outright after that?
So what we did was we just kind of like adapted to the other team's play style. You know, we don't have much on them currently, but it gives us like a round just to prepare, you know, for next round. You know, do what we got to do, and we just tightened up the comms as well, because comms were like all over the place the first round. But
a lot of Xbox callouts.
Yeah.
So you've been here before. You've been here before, Habibi. You guys were expecting to win the finals. You didn't. This time around, what's changed? What can we expect from your team this time around? Is Makarov going to get caught slacking in the finals again, or did you guys fix those mistakes?
Nah, so we did a lot to prepare, you know, like VOD reviewing, all that, dry runs. We feel really confident. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
It's fine.
We feel pretty confident about going into the next final game, and just hopefully we give it our all and make it to that close playoff final.
From what we've seen so far, that was a dominant performance. You guys were unstoppable.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully, you guys win the finals tonight, and hopefully I could see you at the end of the night. But with the last segment of this interview, go ahead and say whatever you want to the chants, the viewers, your fans, whoever's out there.
You know, I just want to say to, you know, the small majority of the people supporting us, you know, we really appreciate it. We hope that you continue to support. If you want to support the players, just follow us on Twitter, you know, catch up with us. And I really appreciate y'all, and I love y'all so much.
Habibi, I hope you love me too, man, because I love you too.
I love you too. I love you too, Veli. You're my idol, you know?
I love you.
You're like, I love you too, bro.
Listen, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of the night, okay?
All right, thank you so much, man. You have a nice night.
You too. So, Habibi, he said he was nervous, and you know what? That's going to go away soon. He's going to have to get comfortable, because the finals is going to be something. Shrug, they're going to be playing against Shit Squad, and if they go against Shrug, he's going to need his nerves in check.
To be completely honest, it's just something that you have to be there, and you have to have been there and done that. Like, there's no chance to get rid of nervousness. You know what I mean? That's not something that happens, Chad. You can't just, you know, show up and be like, oh, I'm completely not nervous. This is my first time doing this, and I've got thousands of people watching me. That doesn't happen. Trust me. I've been doing this job for a long time now. I can tell you that even at the Raleigh Major, we weren't even in the crowd, and I still got nervous at some points in time. Like, you know what I mean?
You get the shakes, too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I got those CCS shakes. Yeah, no, but it's nerve-wracking, man. You got a lot of eyes on you. You know, you don't want to mess up. You don't want to, you know,
You want to be perfect.
You don't want to misspeak. That happens a lot. That was a big thing for personally me early on, and I couldn't even imagine having thousands and thousands of people sit there and just critique my gameplay.
Yeah, you're trying to win something big. He
Yeah.
wants to go to LAN. You saw it on him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Habibi's awesome. Can I just tell you how genuine that kid is?
Go ahead. And then I want to hear your
Fantastic.
MVP pick after.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, you could tell in the interview, man. Extremely humble. He's just happy to play the game. He's happy they're winning. They're doing well. They look really good.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that team knows their angles, man. They know their angles. They killed 2 people through that angle downstairs in pillars where you open the hatch and then shoot through the humidor wall to make it soft, or excuse me, to make a line of sight. They killed 2 people in it one round, and then he killed another one from it the exact next round.
Yeah.
So, when stuff like that happens, you can tell it's a little bit of, younger players that you're going up against that didn't get calmed out and go, hey, he's holding the angle downstairs from pillars. We need to worry about that next time. Just have people walking in. So they definitely know what they're doing with angles and everything else. We just need someone to actually pressure them. Because right now, that was not a pressure by big fans.
No.
They were more blowing air around than they were actually, creating pressure.
It is. It was all a learning experience. But let's go ahead and talk about the MVP so far. Sam, I'm going to give it to you.
You're going to give it to me?
Yes, I'm going to give it to you.
All right, I got to give it to the young blood. I got to give it to Makarov. Dude is fantastic. He's been coming up. A lot of people have their eyes on him as one of the, future pro players. So we'll have to see if that can possibly happen. That's what I've heard from around the scene. So don't take my word for it. Take the community's word for it. But he definitely performed tonight, and he showed off, his prowess mechanically. We had a couple of flicks there that were just on point, not a single pixel off, and I feel like he's definitely worth that MVP.
All right, I'm going to give my MVP to the one and only Noski. Why not? Noski was lights out. Look,
oh, man. That guy.
Bring the stats up. Noski, he was 11-1. 11-1. 2-0 entry, 88% cost.
Was that 100% cost, though? I'm just kidding.
That one time he died was everything.
Yeah.
But Noski was my standout MVP because why not? You die one time, you get 11 kills. But Makarov, 9-1 as well. Habibi, 6-2. Mean Green, 5. Wow.
6 just got his bell rung.
That's
man.
insane.
Poor 6.
The Ashen Jaeger main was the one that had the worst stats. But 6 was always in the thick of the action.
Don't talk about my Ash Jaeger main like that, all right, bro? Come on. Put some respect on that name.
So that's pretty much it so far. You guys see the stats, and unfortunately, big fans, they didn't show up to the party.
There's going to be big fans, man, because they're going to be watching from the sidelines.
Let's look at the total stat. Wow.
Whoa.
So,
well then.
One thing is not like the other.
That's a very nice way to put it.
Yeah, 37 kills to 10. Yep. 8
Wait, hold on.
opening kills to 9.
Hold on. Carry the 1. It's almost 4 times more kill for the one side.
All right. So, there you have it.
That's all I got to say. That's it. You guys can say your own thing. And we're going to send it right to a break so we can get into the games right after this. We'll see you soon.
is game fuel. 16 ounces of pure annihilation. Perfect for finding the second to last man standing. Tastes like berry-flavored wind sauce.
New Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Welcome back to the U.S. Nationals. I'm Veli. This is Stokes, of course. In the next game of the day, we're going to have Shook Squad against Shrug.
Shook Squad versus Shrug.
Shook Squad versus Shrug. This is going to be a really good one, man. First game of the day, we saw Katsu with a pretty dominant win, 7-2 over Big Fans. Of course, one of the two wins were due to Katsu not making it on time, and Katsu made quick work of those boys.
Yeah, as you said, without the free round, it was a 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1.
I think that's all we got to say about that.
Yeah, so guys, in case you didn't see the announcement, the final land for USN this year to close it all out is going to be in Las Vegas, December 13th through the 15th at the Rio Hotel, the Penn and Teller Theater. Make sure you utilize the code R6USN for 25% off. That's going to be a fun event.
It's going to be a really good time, man. I'm so very excited. Make sure you guys go to the link below on the screen. Get your tickets. You'll see, more than likely, all of us there. So go. We'll have a good time. Vegas is awesome. If you haven't been, it's very cheap to go. Rooms are cheap. As long as you don't gamble, you can actually save so much money and have a really, really good time.
And have a lot of fun. Great food, gambling, everything. It's Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But also, if you guys catch our Monday recap shows, if you utilize the hashtag on Twitter, R6USN, you can ask us questions or tell us anything about the games you've been watching. And we will read them and answer your questions on stream.
Ask stuff.
Ask.
Please ask stuff. Because there's some times where we get to the show and we're like, we don't have questions. Like we have some questions, and there was like, but we want ask us questions. I don't care if you ask
funny.
Yeah, funny questions, any question. Hashtag R6USN. You can ask me why my hair looks funny. I don't care, dude. Just ask questions. Please ask questions. We really appreciate it. We like your guys' social interaction, and that makes it a lot easier. So when you guys see the show on our Tuesday episodes, obviously before we come live for the actual Tuesday broadcast, when you guys see the show, you guys actually have your input in it, and you might be up there, as well as don't forget the Venmo Community Spotlight as well. You guys can see your clips featured.
Yeah, and that's where we announce the winners. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rosters right now. The first one's going to be Shook Squad.
You got
it. Faded, Garuda, Benji Mula, not Benji, but Benji Mula, and Braxton. Oh, Braxton.
Braxton's looking for some action, baby.
Braxton
What's
is
good?
looking for some action. This is going to be Shook Squad. But their opponents, let's take a look at Shrug.
All right, shall we? It's Shrug 2. It's not the original Shrug because obviously Flynn is Canadian, so therefore we don't allow him to play this. Lamau XD in the chat. It's not loading. Cloudstruck, Mexican, Timsy, and Wraths. Timsy obviously filling in for Flynn. They need another support player, and they got another support player.
Braxton is a really good friend of mine, and I am praying to the Siege gods that they get blessed in this matchup because Shrug, they're an amazing team, arguably one of the best in this entire bracket right now.
They are actually surprisingly good inside of CL right now. Looking at CL prior to that, I could see a couple of teams imploding, and that has happened to the teams that I thought were going to implode. But Obey and Shrug being out on the top of things right now,
it makes sense.
It's a little weird.
Isn't that weird?
It's a little weird.
I like both of those teams. We're going to Coastline. That's going to be a lot of fun. Right. What are your immediate thoughts right now? I see the face.
Yo, this is going to be a crazy game.
It's going to be a natty game. Yes.
Oh, my God. This is going to be a crazy game, Belly.
So.
Wow.
All right. Shrug, they're going to start an attack. And on this map, I'm going to say even the attacking team can get the best.
Coastline, not Clubhouse.
Yes.
I'm so used to casting Clubhouse at this point.
No, you're fine.
Coastline is a teeter-totter.
Yeah, you can get the best of the entire matchup on the attack,
you can do anything from either side. It's pretty close to 50-50 at this point. Like, obviously, it does have a trend.
Yes.
But in between two teams that are evenly matched, it's pretty back and forth as to whether the offense or defense wins. You have to pull a rabbit out of a hat on either side in order to get that initial pick to really put things into your favor. So it's going to be a lot on your entry fraggers to get a lot of this work done.
So we asked you what you thought about this current matchup. We looked at the polls on Twitter, and below it's going to be Shrug, 66%. Expected. They're well known. You have Flynn on the team, even though he's not playing tonight because
Thank God.
he's
They'll
a
probably do better.
Canadian.
They'll probably do
they'll
better.
probably be better. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Flynn. He's probably in the chat right now watching his boys.
At any given point, if there is an opportunity to dunk on Flynn,
We'll take it.
we will all take it.
By the way, it's Flynn's birthday.
Oh,
Flynn is in the chat.
happy birthday, Flynn.
Yes, tell Flynn happy birthday, okay? So,
I still can't believe that you wore 3 hoodies at the exact same time at the 6 Invitational. Anyways,
that's swaggy.
I love that man. The hoodie god himself. Happy birthday to Flynn. The man turned 22 today. I know he looks 56, but he's 22 today. All right, Shrug 2 versus Shook Squad. As many memes as we can possibly make about Flynn. If Timsy does do something insane, I'm definitely going to make it known that...
Okay, so with all the hype you've been giving Timsy now, chat, it's on notice. We're all watching Timsy.
Oh, we're on notice, 100%. Habana going to get banned out, and that's going to be Shook Squad taking that away. So they're taking away the Habana in order to make it to where they cannot use a hard distractor on the side of the hookah billiards defense, so you can't get any vision in towards pink or couches. That area is, well, held down by smoke or someone with an ACOG quite often in order to prevent plant.
Second one's going to be Jackal, and the same reason why you explained it over on Cafe the last game. Jackal is just too dominant when it comes to hunting down roamers, and plus he has great utility. A secondary is a shotgun, and he can track people. What more can you ask for?
Exactly. Having true information is something that is very rare in this game. A lot of it comes off of sound cues and everything else, but we'll have to see exactly what happens. Maestro going to get banned out next, so some pretty rudimentary things. I like the Maestro ban, but is Echo going to stay on the field? That's going to be the biggest one. Shook has the last hand to be dealt here. It's either going to be Mira or Echo. We could possibly see a target ban come in.
Mira. You have to ban Mira.
I feel like they're going to ban Mira, but they're on the defense. That's why the timer's taking so long right now. Are they just going to no-ban it? Mira.
Yeah,
ban.
Mira.
Okay, so we're not going to be going over to Penthouse because Mira is really your saving grace going to that site.
Remember on second floor, period, is a headache to get rid of. She's so strong. A Nitro cell, you have 2 of those one-way view windows. And whenever you're attacking billiards, she makes life hell for you. With Maestro being off the board, we're going to have Echo as one of the strongest anchors in the game. And he's going to be immediately chosen by Ricky. Mozzie's going to be on the board. They're bringing my man Castle. Unfortunately, he does not have a wave check skin. Shout out to Ubisoft. We're going to have Smoke and Jaeger. But take a look at the Finka pick. And Timsy's on Twitch. What do you know about Timsy on Twitch? You know a lot about this player.
Okay, I'm gonna go like half unfiltered. Timsy's an absolute crackhead. Like he plays support. He does play support, but this man plays the most crackhead sense you've ever seen in your life. Do you want to know what this man's sensitivity is?
What is it?
It's 30-30, 1200 DPI.
Locate and defuse as many
Why?
bombs as they can.
And his ADS is 83. So like you like move like a centimeter and you're 316. He plays the most insane sense. It's mind-boggling.
Wow.
He should be from LATAM with that sensitivity.
Okay. So
I'm telling you, I don't know how he even hits targets. I've tried to play with the sensitivity. It's insane. I've never understood it. I've teamed with Timsy. He's always played on this high sensitivity. It's the craziest thing. We'll have to see if it works out for him. Again, Shook Squad could always be a surprise, but I am still in favor with the crowd that Shrug is going to take away the victory here.
we also didn't point out that Nick is in play.
Nook is indeed in play, and I
I
like it a little bit. Shook really isn't playing too heavily into the information game, and that's really the only thing that she has a counter towards. So now she's just really for sound cue, but there's plenty of barbed wire on the field and the known areas to not really have to worry too much. Mex is also actually going to be on Finka. We've got a really weird lineup here, so Shrug pulling some rabbits out of the hat right now. We'll see if it ends up working out for them. Cloudstruck clearing down low, turning back on that Hell Presence reduction sensor as well. Continuing to roam clear. Obviously can't get spotted out by cameras. We have Wrath as well as Timsy collapsing onto Sunrise right now. He could rotate in and kill the man in behind bar, and I believe that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, Cloudstruck making his presence known now. Now this Jaeger knows he's locked in. He's going to have to try and battle out from this. Not loading, now working on a castle barricade as well.
Bomb located by attackers.
The Hell Presence reduction currently in play. They can't see him on cameras, but with the gunfire that he shot out moments before, they know exactly where he is. A lot of utility coming in from Zofia. That loaning is going to be immediately down. That's going to be the Thatcher. So Shrug, not starting out too hot. They might be able to get the revive, but Cloudstruck is going to get the first kill. Nile is going to get taken down. The trade happens, which is pretty solid. So Nook, we're going to see no more of her. But down but not out. They might be able to pick up Thatcher unless a run out happens, which is very unlikely, as Ricky is going to hold down this hookah area. I'm not sure where his yokai drones are just yet. But Wrath.
Oh, that's going to be a free kill. He's going to try and run back in. It's going to be a free kill for Raz. Raz, what are you doing? You're looking the wrong way, Raz. Benji's going to actually be able to rotate back into offices. I don't exactly know what Raz is doing, just not reading into the information that the man's inside of offices. Timsy will read it out, though, and he ends up downing him. That's the power of the F2 for you, folks. It's a hail of gunfire. Also, we have a down man on the other side, so don't believe they've recognized that out yet. Not very much time remaining. He's going to see a leg. Quick kill, actually, with the impact of the lifeline instead. The Mexicans worked his way towards site, going to hop on the drone real quick just to identify out where the 3 remaining members of Shook Squad are as Timsy begins to rotate back to the balcony.
Mexican's still alive, so that finger boost is going to help out big time, especially in regards to these gunfights pulling away. Is not loading. His teammate was able to get the kill, but he goes down as well. Raps gets a double kill, and in a 2v1, Shook Squad, Garuda, can he hold it down?
He can't. 37 seconds left, only has 1 smoke.
Yeah, Toxic Babe currently in play, but the ADS is protecting him from utility. You see the pinch currently happening from Hookah. His rotation comes through, and with the peek, oh no, is that able to finish? Oh yes, he was able to get the down. Garuda can win this out, and he clutches it in the 2v1. He makes it happen. Shook Squad winning round number 1.
Does Mex have an ability there?
Whew.
I don't know. I feel like Mex still had an adrenal surge, and if he did, that picks up Timsy.
So they use one at the...
Finka has a list of things that she does. It's ridiculous the amount of stuff that she does. She doesn't get played a lot, but she has a full list of things that she does. Frag grenades, great guns. She makes it where you can move, well, not move faster. You can ADS faster, counter recoil. You also get health. What else? Oh, and you can pick up people when they get downed from across the map.
Questionable when this...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If he still had a usage for that, then it ends up working out because he could just pick up Timsy.
I know I remember 2 times he used it. I'm thinking of if he used the 3rd.
I know she has 3. I don't think he used it the 3rd time. I think that he was just going for the kill. The comms just got flooded there, and he didn't exactly know what the situation was walking in. But hey, good first round by both teams. The only things I will say about Shrug is I don't exactly know why Cloud did motion in towards Sunrise, especially since he had held presence reduction. I don't know if he was worried about somebody holding down his blue or exactly what was happening, but he could have simply just walked in and shot Jaeger in the back of his head.
Yeah, but he was still able to get the first kill, so I mean,
it just took a long time.
It took a long time, but better late than never, so to say. So Nook able to get the first kill last round, and Cloud is going to be on Nook again. Along with Nook, we're going to have Ash, Buck, Blackbeard as the objective player, along with Zofia. A lot of fragging power right now.
Have Timsy on a Buck as well. This is something you don't really see this man run this very often. Like, Timsy is known for his thermite play, actually. He's a fragmite. That's what he's known for.
He's a hard breacher.
Yeah, he's a hard breach main. That's what he's played for a very, very long time. I mean, the only time I ever see this man play something that isn't thermite is when we play ranked games. That's about it.
You let him off the leash and you see what he does.
Hey, you let him on that Twitch and he'll be able to bag at least an assist, it appears. Mexican now clearing extremely quickly from down low, going to get shot from courtyard as the drones continue to twist around the building. Raz is in tow as well to try and provide some assistance. Mex already tagged up to half health though, so they definitely know someone's playing inside of courtyard at the least. We're going to have Cloud Struck upstairs as well inside of Hookah. Obviously, kitchen site being downstairs, so I need to clear out a couple of things. Loading going to take down Fade. I'm going to assume that's going to be an upside down rappel on the opposite end of the building. No, he actually got him from the, I believe, penthouse window upstairs. That's going to be an early pick, especially on Elysian.
Oh, what a nice
shot.
peek! Rats! It's going to shut down Ricky.
You got to worry about him.
Yeah, but take a look where Blackbeard is currently. Blackbeard is peeking through the window. With that showed up, it's going to be really hard to get rid of him. And you see Smoke is trying hard now. There's not going to be a Legion in play to slow down the attack, but the Toxic Babe momentarily stopped him, but he gets in the sight immediately to go ahead and start pitting down the plant. And this is happening so fast as Timsy is going to get a headshot for his teammate. Rats, he gets blessed as Garuda walks in front of him for a double kill, and this is going to be a flawless round.
Flawless round by Shrug, and I like their ability to get onto site, reading out the error of the defense. They had no one playing in kitchen, and they already had the long angle set up from Sunrise.
Yeah.
That's why you regularly see those walls reinforced where we saw Raz holding down that long angle with the ACOG of Zofia, so you can't hold that angle across and you can't plan on the kitchen window.
Yeah, you have a lone Blackbeard.
Cloud is just rocking it, dude.
He is. You have a lone Blackbeard playing on kitchen window, and you allow him to not only get the nice kill, but he jumps in the kitchen untouched. the refrag wasn't there, the trade wasn't available, and he's able to put down the plan effectively. Meanwhile, his teammates are fragging out all around the map. I love how they set a perimeter around Kitchen, and that's what happens when you do a hard anchor on that site. There's not enough roam presence to really free you up in regards to strategy. You're stuck in a room, and you're open to gunfire from up top, over at bar, service, main lobby, and kitchen window. There's not much you can do in that sense.
Attackers have located a bomb.
But Mexican, even though he has no kills, we saw him on Twitch before, but he's playing a lot of utility to help out his teammates, whether it's Finka with the boost or Lion with the EOD. Lion's specialty is going to be really cool because of the fact that once he pops the EOD, in a specific time frame, if anybody on Shook Squad moves, they'll be pinged out immediately.
It's going to be very nice for the side execution, as we saw before. Blackbeard not loading, just able to hop into site and get the diffuser down for free. And Lion makes that all the more harder to counter out for Shook Squad. Even if they have the information, they can't move unless they immediately want to get pinged out 5 times, and more than likely shot through a soft wall, or obviously running into an angle, which you get to just then pre-fire as you see the pings come towards you. Now jumping into round 3, though, they have prioritized vertical control here on the defense, so obviously Shrug needs to pressure that out, and it seems like they're going for a more routine take here, starting with the aquarium balcony.
I love the way they're doing this. Wrath is taking his time, and of course it's going to be roamers all around. It's going to be up to the drone play, and he took a breather for a moment, and yeah, he's going to go right in the luggage. Barricades are on the doorway, and with the drone in front of him, he's going to have information available, but not really, because Mozzie's pass is in that doorway. To the left of that is going to be a player. Nook is in play once again as well, but with traps in place. Shook Squad, they were looking at starting things off strong, but Raps has something to say with the first kill.
Very nice shot all the way into theater to take down Benji, so now they have that top pressure. Again, you don't want to leave somebody alone, and we actually have a flank going off inside of Aquarium, but we might actually have Timsy cut him off, and he will as Nilly tries to find some footing, but it's now all up to Faded upstairs as he's tumbling inside of the hallway. Doesn't know exactly where Safe Haven may harbor, but right now it seems to be absolutely nowhere. Cloud's making some work upstairs, sees one rotate back into pantry, not going to be able to find anything. Right on the coattails there. Concussion pouring into security now, but once again, we're going to have Faded still upstairs. Timsy going to get caught off guard as he worked his way over to the billiards area, but this is where those EE1Ds get dangerous. Raz going to continue to see these marks as pre-fires come down low, but a quick flick loading to find Garuda as well, and all of a sudden it's just Faded alone upstairs. Gunfight with Nook, but it's going to be Cloudstruck to win it out, and Shrug with 2 rounds in a row.
The last 11 kills, Shook Squad has had one of them. Just one. Unable to win the gunfights, unable to out-rotate the pinches. And Shrug, they are playing out of their minds right now. So heading into round 4, we've seen strong play coming in, especially from the versatility. And I really loved what Timsy has been doing so far, especially as a stand-in. He's doing pretty well.
He's on that flank watch, man. He's working it. He's making it work. He's making some very weird angles with those skeleton keys that people aren't really used to, and it's really playing into his favor. Obviously got caught off guard there at the end, but hey, that's just lack of information. You really can't punish him that much. You can't go, oh, they didn't get a flawless round. Oh my gosh, you know. For Shook Squad, though, I'd say it was too little too late on the roam game. They should have just abandoned ship and tried to play horizontally later on into the round instead of trying to pick back up that mantle upstairs. Yeah. You already left the man alone, and he died. And then you're going to rotate up more people in order to die. You should just went down and help your site. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's especially on coastline where there's only 2 stairs to worry about. Not very advised to try and rotate yourself upstairs.
Mexican is going to continue the streak of picking the weirdest operators. Finka, Lion, and now Blitz.
I love it.
He's having fun. That's a toxic cycle right there. Cloudstruck, he's in love with Nook, and why not? He's been pretty successful. By the way, Shook Squad haven't found an answer for him, and with Valkyrie cams and Mozzie being in play, no matter how many drones he's able to hack, they're not going to be able to see Nook as long as her ability is activated. So you're going to see a lot of sneaky plays, a lot of sneaky flanks. And Cloudstruck's been doing well so far as a lone player for this roster. We've seen him do it last time Shrug played on Consulate as Mozzie, and he's showing that he can do this on attack as well. We're right into the action phase. Can Shook Squad answer back and tie the game up?
Well, it looks like we're going to have a solo roam-esque setup here. Benji going to be downstairs inside of Sunrise again. They're going to have to worry about that east to west clear that Shrug performed the last time, where we saw Cloud come in all on his lonesome through delivery, walks right through kitchen, ended up getting an angle. Actually, no, he actually ended up walking through lobby in the main hallway, ended up getting an angle into Sunrise, locking the man inside of bar, making it to where he really couldn't move from his safe harbor in behind the pillar. This time around, though, it's going to be Timsy on a straight offensive take here through Office. I don't even think that they've been able to identify just yet that he's actually inside. So going to allocate himself over to the drone, but not before Raz just randomly shoots through a wall and kills Benji on rotate.
Raz picking up his second entry kill so far in succession. But I'm still wondering what this Blitz play is going to be. Cloud Struck running amok through VIP. Oh no, this could be
Cloud.
a decent flank.
He checks base. This is huge. He knows one is in behind. Oh, he's going to get the shot onto Garuda. Does he get the secondary follow-up? No, Nittly to take him down with a refrag. He finds Blitz, though. Just flash him, Mexican. No, he's going to get caught off by Ricky. A little bit too aggressive even for a Blitz, but Raz already worked his way into side. Almost shoots his teammate. Recognizes how that Ricky is playing close, though. They have him locked down. Timsy trying to work his way up. Cool vibes as well. Gets rid of the camera, pops open the hatch just to make it all the more difficult. As Ricky continues to try and find a safe place to play, but Faded already gets knocked off as well. Did Ricky drop? Yes, he did. So Timsy's going to have to be aware that he's made that rotate. Holding on Cool vibes now. No more Nitro Cell, but he's just going to play it from underneath. Only thing he can possibly do is, yes, make some angles with that secondary super shorty. Now he just pre-fires to the floor, trying to get some kills. He's actually knocked down Raz all the way down to 1 HP, I do believe. Loading actually just going to kill Raz. He's actually been down. So all of a sudden a 2v1. Frag Grenade going to roll down to his feet. Can Ricky get away? Yes, he can. Timsy continues to delay with a pre-fire here with the skeleton key. Ricky already trying to switch to a secondary, but it's going to be Timsy to win it out. And Shrug with the 4th round.
Unfortunate for Ricky. Ricky runs up the steps pre-firing. By the time he gets halfway there, he switches his gun because he ran out of bullets and bringing out that super shotty. It was pretty much a shotgun battle. Skeleton Keys versus super shotty. He retreats, the kill gets taken, and Shrug gonna be on top.
I feel like with how Shrug is playing right now, they're just giggling the entire time that stuff is going correctly.
Like, okay, Mexican is trolling right now.
Dude, so is Cloudstruck. What do you mean?
They're trolling.
I haven't seen Loading play Blackbeard in forever.
Fuse? Is this Fuse with a shield?
This is Fuse Shield.
Oh boy.
This is Fuse Shield, 110%. And that's why Nilly 6-picked off a Bandit over to the Legion because he said Fuse is playing Shield. I don't want to deal with that.
When I saw Mexican pushing the 1v1 with the Blitz.
Honestly, if he stuns that man right there, that guy dies. You just peek him and shoot him, but he got aggressive. He wanted the shield smack, which isn't advised if you are a shield main anymore because you don't kill them instantaneously. They just go down.
No, it's still advised because of the fact that...
Well, if it's a true 1 versus 1, but when you're trying to challenge sight like that,
I guess. It was still outside of sight. It was technically a 1v1 for the next 2 seconds until help would have came.
But Ricky's the one who killed him. He didn't even get killed by the guy he was working on.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought he did.
No, he got killed by Ricky.
Okay,
He got killed by the Mozzie.
I stand corrected. So yeah, keep your distance. Don't be so aggressive, dude. I want to see him do better with them Fuse. That's going to be extremely funny.
Well, the thing is right now, where in the hell? Oh, actually, yo, chat, listen here. They played Castle. That is like a Fuse's wet dream.
All right.
They actually ended up putting a castle barricade on the tarp's window for Hookah. So he can just put a Fuse charge on that, and it's free because they can't shoot it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this.
Not a lot of heavy roam presence, but
Mexican is 5,000 IQ right now.
9,000.
It's all about the Russians.
Oh. Yeah, this is going to be free form. If he's going to use that cluster charge.
He's going to cluster charge the door.
Yeah.
He's going to cluster
the barbed wire is going to be gone.
No way.
Free. I wonder what's happening in Six Squad's comms at the moment.
Oh my gosh, this entire room is just going to have so many holes. Faded, you can't prevent it. Faded, you need to get away. One might bounce through there. Timsy's going to get a kill. Where the hell was Ricky? Oh, he was on the window. Timsy got him from the rappel. Very smart angle, usually held by an ACOG.
But look at the set. There's only 2 people on site, one at each respective site at the moment, one at A and one at B. The rest of the players are roaming away. They're going to have to make quality flanks. They want to even things out. But Cloud Struck still alive is insane.
Shooting his dead body. Oh, Tim almost finds him, Nilly. Now Armory crawling into luggage. Does he know the rotate is here? Timsy hopping on a drone. Oh, so intelligent. He knows exactly where he is. Only 11 bullets, but going to go for the frag grenade instead. Is it going to reach him?
The bounce.
Oh, doesn't find him. Going to rotate in now, though. Doesn't see him tight. Oh, some quick shots, and Faded already downed as well as he's actually playing the hole inside of the castle barricade. Another shot. Timsy ripping him apart with the C8. Nilly to go. Raz to claim the other kill after he downed him, and Shrug continues this reign of terror.
Twitch is using a DMR.
They're so much better without Flynn. It's
Twitch is using the DMR and not the F2.
I told you they're memeing right now. Shook Squad, I'm sorry.
Shrug is solid. 4 rounds on attack.
It's crazy how much better they are without Flynn.
Insanely better.
Yeah.
Just boot him on his birthday. Boot him on his birthday. Make it happen, Shrug.
They'd probably drop Cloud first, honestly.
Glass. I want to see a shield strat.
I haven't seen Glass in forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Ever since his
nerf.
nerf.
Yeah. He has not been played very often. And, okay, Nelly, I don't know why you're going to 6-pick from Pulse to Valkyrie in this instance, and I'll tell you why, Chad. Here's the reasoning. You don't want to rely all of your information on cameras when there's a Nook in play. That's the only thing she's good at.
Yeah.
She's very good at countering people that are like, oh, nothing on cams. Everything's right as rain.
Yep.
And then Nook just walks into sight and shoots you in your face.
And that's why
Not a very good time.
choosing her every single time. They have no answer. Where's the barbed wire? Where are the real stops?
Well, that's where you really want to play like Legion or operators that just prevent map presence.
Pulse?
You know what I mean? Yeah, Pulse. Pulse would have been a great pick. Nook doesn't counter Pulse. She can't stop her heartbeat.
He's good at this map as well.
And she's not Captain. No. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name.
What are you thinking?
You need to help me with this.
Help me out. Describe it.
Nick Fury. Nick Fury from the Avenger movie. Remember when he stopped his heart rate? So they thought he was dead?
Yeah.
Ooh, you see that? Look at that. Look at that.
A bunch of fun facts on Stokes' end.
Can't remember what movie that's from, though. It's from one of the Avengers movies.
Feed activated.
I don't remember that particular
Area
moment.
of operation.
You're the nerdy one out of us two.
I am. Probably a small detail I just didn't hear about.
Defender is approaching.
Oh, it's going to be a run-out. Oh, Nilly's going to get 2, but it's going to get immediate refrag. Mexican and Cloudstruck to falter. And that's actually what they kind of needed to do. I like the run-out here. Loading now back onto his Loading's now back onto his original role as well as the Thatcher. I still can't believe he's got this 417C, man. That's so BM.
Is this a really good gun? I've never used it.
It's so damaging, but it has like actually I forgot they upgraded the amount of bullets that are inside the magazine.
Compared to the TCS G12.
TCS G12 beats it out. It's a slug
really?
gun.
Okay.
Yeah, slug gun is definitely better.
So similar to Dokubi's DMR?
Yeah, a little bit more damaging.
I saw Fabian make a tweet about utilizing that gun in scrims, and he said it went well.
The gun rips, man, but it doesn't outclass the F2. Nothing outclasses the F2. That gun's just insane.
10-10.
Oh, hello, friends. How are you?
Get out of there! Oh, no. The wall bang comes in. Timsy cleans up the kill.
Timsy said, "I'm born in the fires of rank, son. You're not pulling that over on me. It's not happening."
He gets caught chilling behind the couch, gets droned out, and next thing you know, 3 people are just letting loose on him.
Uh-oh. You do have somebody up top near Blacktop over here inside of luggage, actually. It's going to be faded. Going upstairs inside of luggage hallway. Let's have the angles opened up. I don't believe Timsy's read out that he's there just yet. Obviously, no information coming in, but we could see that change quite soon as Chase is droning, not loading, it's droning upstairs.
Slow for the first time in a long time. Shrug, they're trying to get to 5 wins. But the game currently being tied in regards to players.
Oh!
Taking the Jaeger and smoke. A little bit of a gunplay.
Hit him, loading!
He's not connecting. So rotation around the baggage, and oh my gosh, walks right into a wall bang. Raps is gonna drop.
Oh, faded to falter off as well. Where did Benji rotate to? That's the big question here. Actually rotated back into sight. Loading, hopefully don't get caught by that frag grenade. Oh, it bounced back out. It's very dangerous there for just a second. Oh, he didn't see the leg pop up. Simsy aware of the man playing near bomb chassis. He definitely is now after all the hot pings are pouring in. She needs to rotate over to the kitchen window, try and get a free kill here. Might see some aggressive plays, and we are going to. It's going to be a 1 versus 2 for Timsy. Can he possibly do it? Oh, some pre-fires coming through. No Legion on defense, so he can't hop this window. Only has to worry about the barbed wire. 24 seconds, C8 in hand. Such a dangerous gun, but going to get caught out under pre-fire from Shook Squad, and that's going to be their first round in a long time.
They trolled it, and the run out from Valkyrie saved him. Shook Squad picking up their 2nd win, and hopefully they can get another round like that. But Shrug, they're memeing it up, picking Fuse, Nook, whatever fun operators there might be out there, and is Mexican going to troll? Going to Hookah Lounge and Billards, we're going to see Shrug on defense this time around. So this is halftime. Sides have swapped. First operator chosen to smoke and picking up late. Cloud struck on Lord Shanka. I got to see a LMG kill. We didn't see it last map. It has to happen this time around. But Ricky is Nomad. It's going to be really good to stopping any type of rotations or flanks in. Nile on Lion.
I almost have to feel bad for Flynn. His teammates cost so much.
So much.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Cloud, we get it. You're good at the game. You don't got to meme and then throw the game. Why are you playing Tachanka on your first round of defense? What are you doing?
I like Cloud on Chanka. You know why?
Cloud's known for his Chanka play.
He's ballsy. He goes for the big plays. Oh, there it goes.
You know, the only in the case of big plays, the only thing you need is the big chunk.
The legendary man. So, going up to billiards and hookah. Trick Squad.
Timsy on smoke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Trick Squad only won 2 rounds on defense. And hopefully they're better on attack. Shrug taking them as a joke right now at the moment.
So traditionally speaking, we usually see Cloudstruck as the as an anchor for the squad of Shrug. Well, it's usually Cloud is more of a flex than you're going to have not loading or chase as one of your anchors, as well as Flynn is one of your anchors. So obviously Timsy filling in for Flynn is going to be playing that anchor position, but Cloud definitely going to be on anchor, and we're going to have not loading, definitely not on an anchor position. He's going to be on Valkyrie more with that flex pick. We're already going to have an early on pickoff of Raz.
Pretty solid with a Shanka turret currently aimed towards billiards. Garuda might get it in a gunfight. Yeah, Mexican's going to hold it down from this bullet hole. And he's going to get the peek and not going to be able to finish the kill. So close. So rotation's currently going to come through because his location has been pinged out.
Oh, he's in trouble now. Yeah. Lots of drone play coming in from Shook Squad. Definitely more well put together on the offensive side of things, but detected by the EU1D. Actually running outside. Mexican, what are you doing? Ricky with a team kill. He's actually going to run all the way upstairs. Doesn't even get tagged down. Timsy will die on site, though, and all of a sudden we're an equal man count as Benji's trying to work his way up. Cool vibes.
Cloudstruck trying to make it happen with the meme pick. But nobody's going to come towards Cool Vibes at the moment. We see player in bar right to his left, and he heard the footsteps. But some more drone work, and Shook Squad's team pretty lackluster with this attack right now. We should do a good job locating that Valk Cam and getting it out of there.
This has just been a meme fest. Like, chat's got to be very happy about this.
Yeah, Flynn is saying, you see what happens when I'm gone.
Yeah, they just get out of order, man. You need to stop being Canadian. That's what you need to do. Because, loading with a hell of a shot on Defeated. I don't exactly know where that was, but Benji might follow suit after he's getting challenged by Mexican on bomb chassis. Ricky is on double window here, but all of a sudden, it's in the ball card of Shook to try and make something happen. Loading actually has Diffuser. He killed IQ over inside of Aquarium. That's a massive pick. They now have to rotate directly into Loading and try and battle him for this, but not after such a beautiful shot from Mexican onto Benji. And all of a sudden, it's Ricky all alone.
Mexican shuts him down like a bad visa, and now Loden's going to back up. He's going to be further in the luggage, and he gets the wall bang through the barricaded window. Now Loden just styling on him, and Ricky gets the worst end of it.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary.
Yeah. Now Loden, high IQ play right there.
Hey.
Why not take the peek battle? Why not rotate around and pop him while he's still shooting at you?
Refire him.
Yeah, that's it.
Bait and switch. It's the oldest trick in the book. As well as the Chanka. He's pretty old.
He's going to try to get that kill with Chanka still. He's not going to change until he does. I see it. Oh, Mexican is visual. I wonder if he brings a boss.
We don't have a single support.
Now one support player. Chanka is a support player.
You can't call that man support. He's a god.
Chanka, yeah, he supports
He's his own role. There's no such thing as support Chanka. It's Chanka. That's it. When somebody picks Chanka, you're not playing support. You're not playing flex. You're not playing roam. You're playing Chanka. That's what you're playing. You are Chunk.
I gotta see like a 2K or 3K kill.
You gotta, dude. This man better just spawn peek.
Yeah.
He better be right at delivery door where Timsy's standing right now.
I want to see him there. If he does, I'm disappointed.
I just think it's hilarious that Mexicans actually playing good operators, and Cloudstruck has more kills than him. Wonder if Mexicans ever tried getting better at the video game. He should probably try that. 100%.
I mean, he's getting absolutely bodied right now. Pretty embarrassing to get carried like that. Where's Flynn? Flynn, do you see this?
As many memes as we can make out of it, Mex is a fantastic player. He really, really is. So we're probably going to see a lot better matchup if they do end up winning out against Shook Squad, because Shook Squad has shown some signs of life. Don't count them out just yet.
They've shown signs of life.
5 seconds to go.
That was BM.
Where?
How would that run out from Valkyrie?
Okay.
Yeah.
After that, name another one right now.
They've won 2 rounds. Those are
But
signs
name
of life.
another instance that you liked.
Stop. Why are you doing this to me?
Stokes is speed.
I'm trying to be nice.
Shook Squad.
Look, we don't play favoritism. I'm not a biased caster.
After all the praise you gave Timsy.
Look, you know, Timsy's on Shrug, and my love for Timsy far does not outweigh my hate for Flynn. So
True.
you just got to account for that, don't you?
And a little fun fact, Vigil, I'm not sure what gun he currently has.
A1A, I believe. I don't think he's rocking the Boss G. I don't believe. Boss G ACOG, by the way, in chat.
Yep. Chat, shout it out, fight for the cause.
We need that ACOG because, you know, memes. Anyways, despite that, a meme cannon deserves its ACOG, and he's rocking it. He's rocking the meme cannon.
There he goes.
Headshot Nilly. Good night, my friend. Get him with the bag as well. Got to make sure that crouch keys work. And Timsy as well as Raz have taken quite a bit of damage, though.
The Boss G is out. If he had an ACOG, it probably would have been a double. Shout out to Bikini Body. Bachanka is going to have his first victim. Oh, he's going to miss the swing. Raps is going to be a victim of a headshot. Now we're looking at a 4v4.
Uh-oh. Another one. Oh,
Hey, let him rip.
glad you got to aim in there, friend.
Nah, you stay on it, you coward.
Oh, he's coming in from behind him. Coming in from luggage. Don't know if Cloud knows exactly where he is. They just broke the shield as well. Can't hop back on it just yet. Still some top pressure here. Set a master. If he doesn't have a nitro cell or anything that sees him rotating, got a pre-fire, knows where he is now. Could get a pre-fire back here. Oh, we are going to see it. Cloud not going to make any contact, though. He's going to see somebody pressuring through the slats, just biding his time as he works his way back and forth. Pre-fire still ensuing, but again, these work both ways, and it will indeed work both ways as Benji finally digs Cloud out of his bunker that's set up inside of Theater.
And it takes about a minute for them to get rid of Shanka. So even though we're laughing at the pick, he was still able to hold down Theater for such a long time. There's a Roamer, that's all you can really ask for.
Let's be honest.
Talk to me.
ADS is set up. The only thing that's really going to counter him at that point is Capital. And you're not going to peek into a turret with a shield in front of it. Just not a good idea. Oh,
no.
He doesn't hit him, Garuda.
If he had an ACOG.
Secondary frag. Yeah, if he had an ACOG, he might have done it.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, it's all up to Timsy and not loading or to win out this round. It looks like it might be delivery here as she seems to be hot on the trail. Drone's now pouring in. Will he get red out? Timsy just lying inside of security, waiting for them to rotate downstairs. Off of what I'm going to assume is going to be a sound cue. Nitro Cell goes off above, but it's not going to claim any lives just yet. Sees one motioning down main stairs, but he knows that Tim has him. Garuda knocked down the first one. Tim now down into a 1 versus 2. They already have control. Diffuser in Faded's hand, so we're more than likely going to see a full rotate here by Timsy. Where we're going to see the Buck rotate in from. That's the question. Is he aware of the situation? Oh, almost had him, but the metal bar is going to steal that kill away. And Shook Squad going to find the 8th round.
So close, but he wasn't able to get it in. The memes aren't paying off.
They're going to end up memeing this away. That's what's going to happen.
If they lose this map,
I'm going to laugh so hard.
we're roasting.
Oh, dude. It's going to be relentless.
5-3. Shrug has to win 2 more rounds. But
If Cloud struck, okay.
He's on the Lord again.
They just don't care.
They don't.
They don't. How madly disrespectful is that? Put some, look, you might be beating up Shook Squad, but put some respect on the name just a little bit.
I say I would meme back. You meme
You
back.
think so?
Bring out the shields.
Honestly, they're not. Oh,
Monty, Blitz, and Fuse.
oh,
Clash. Clash.
okay.
Attackers need
All right.
to locate
All right.
and defuse bombs.
I like it.
Smoothest head in the game.
Only has 1 counter on deck right now, Zofia. But we've seen Benji be using his concussions a lot more for trying to check zoning instead, where he's been trying to see if someone's inside of a room without peeking it.
Yeah.
So with those off the board early on, Cloud Strike all of a sudden becomes very effective.
Actually, I really like Shrug Climb as well, even though it's kind of a joke with Clash in there. Clash can actually be viable on this site, but Mexican's going to be on post. That is his most serious operator to date, depending on the gun that he's choosing at the moment. But with the intel that he can possibly get for his team, and especially Mozzie being in play, there's a lot of intel here. Mozzie, Valkyrie, and also Post. I expect Mexican to be on top of things. Cloud Struck, I wonder where he's going to play his Clash.
Bomb located by
Yeah, he's going to hold down Theater.
If this man
He can hold that
gets
down for a
if this
really long
man
time.
gets a 180, I swear to Christ,
But it's not even
everything
that.
that is holy.
I would flip out. But stalling from Theater and with Mozzie right on his side, that's a pretty good duo.
Yeah, the main thing is that you need somebody there in order to make this work. Otherwise, the engagements are not going to go your way because eventually you do run out of the taser on your CCE shield. And people can pressure you, they can punch your shield, then they just shoot you in your feet, and all of a sudden you're dead. You really don't want that to happen. Drone play now coming in for Shook as they're prioritizing luggage, or excuse me, lobby area, as Nilly will eventually find someone. It's going to be not loading, but not somebody you really want to peek into, especially when this man's got a hot hand. It seems like he's had a hot hand as of recent.
Nile, one of the reasons why Shook Squad are currently coming back, but that nice run out going out of service, it's going to be his turn to attack that very same
Max,
fight.
he's getting bullied right now. He's been down. Somebody rotating in. It's actually going to be not loading. He doesn't pay attention. He saw him work his way in. Garuda going to go down on the other end of things, and Nitro Cell in tow, but not going to find anyone on the other side. Wrath now holding the cross, just in case somebody tries to come in and challenge. Chase holding Mexican's hand, as he traditionally does as the IGL of the squad, so like going to get a frag on the back end of things as Raz will fall, and it's going to be Mozzie.
Yeah, Nile with the nice rotation over in the cool vibes. No air jabs in play, but the gunfight is going to be the win. The double kill for Nile is Nomad. It's going to work her way around for the flank, but Mexican, after the revive, it was vital because he's able to use that Nitro Cell to get a kill, and that's what makes Pulse so great. So, we're looking at a 3v3. Which team is going to come out on top, Stokes?
Honestly, after that Nitro Cell pickup, they do still have some utility to get it on site if they want to try and use some aggressive smokes with Ricky. But if Shrug holds down site here, especially with Cloud Struck still in play, it's going to be very, very dangerous. He's all the way upstairs inside of luggage, literally just staring at the sky right now.
Yeah.
Which, again, that is a very Cloud Struck thing to do. So I'm very, very questionable what's going to go on here because currently it's just Timsy all alone on site. Only 34 seconds left. Everyone's just waiting on flanks here. Mexican still inside of Sunrise. has one bead. Someone is going to be on Cool Vibes. It's going to be Nilly. Is he going to win out the gunfight? No. A quick triple kill for him as he begins to pressure on down. He'll be walking across some tracks. Will he get that quad kill? He peeks back in, takes down Timsy as well. And again, we said they might end up memeing this away. And Shook Squad claims round number 9 to bring it one step closer.
Nile, one away from the ace. Ricky closes it out, and they're one round away from tying it up.
Cloud was really just trying to kill himself on tracks.
This...
No, I'm so serious. He walked across both sets of them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's what he was... I thought he was just...
He was literally trying to just like suicide on the tracks. I believe that it is Shrug's utmost priority right now to piss off Flynn as much as possible.
Flynn, what is your team doing right now?
You got some costers on here, my man. Mex and Cloud are just costing so hard. And now Cloud's finally like, okay, we'll play the video game. We're going to have a 6-pick. Raz going to steal it away from Cloud. I guarantee it. Because we have not seen Cloud Struck check in yet. Therefore, Raz stole that 6-pick just so that Cloud could not meme.
Yeah, I would hope so.
That's 100% what just happened.
Cloud, we've seen him on Mozzie previous days here on USN. So I'm going to mark it up as a serious round, or I'm going to hope so at least, because them being up, what was it, 5-2, and allowing Shook Squad to come back, this could come back to bite them. Because this is a final week for open qualifiers. As we said before the game started today, next week we start the Stage 3 semifinals, which are best of ones leading into a best of 3, and the winner of that qualifies for LAN here in Stage 3. So these games are so important as we clean up the rest of round. Stage number 3.
Well, seems to actually be a routine setup here. We might actually have a run out. Fly not loading. Impact going to be used? Yes, indeed. Mexican going to burn one of his utilities. At least one of them. Does have 2. To get a drum. They're going to be droning up main stairs now. Looks like they're going to be prioritizing an east to west clear this time around. Raz, 11 kills. 9 and 9 is going to be the duo of not loading as well as Timsy. So again, if Mex and Cloud step this up and just stop joking around, this is more than likely just going to be a wash, and they're going to walk away with this. Chase won a wild peek, and he actually ends up tagging Nilly as well.
Nile, one of the vital parts of this Shook Squad team, single-handedly wiping out 4 players last round is Nomad with great flanks. Usually the operator that stops flanks and rotations, but he puts it into his own hands. Despite the gunplay that we saw earlier in the round, things were quiet until just now. Not loading, able to knock out Ricky. So Gridlock and the Track Stingers are going to be out of play, except the one that's currently there. It's going to get shot down. by the Valk player.
This is a shrug that we've been waiting to come alive this entire time. That aggressive to the outside shrug, doesn't want to give up any map control, and Shwook's looking just to go directly for sight here. Still have a little bit of priority on Aquarium as Nilly's going to put an air jab up. That's making sure that no one can possibly run out. Still have to worry about the office door downstairs. If somebody does truly want to get aggressive, they can always take that avenue as well. But still going to be stunted outside for the time being as Mexican works his way back into Sunrise. Only way to really get around that at this point is either change sides or just try and force the opposition to back off of what you want control of. Some quick shots from Benji as he comes back in tow. Timsy will peek him wide on the window and ends up costing him his life as Cloud's working his way inside of VIP. Raz to follow suit though as Nidley will falter. Also man advantage back into the hands of Shrug.
And not to worry because Refrag is there, and that's the one thing that Shrug was pretty good at last time we saw him. But with the peek coming in from full vibes, Garuda with the shutdown. Mexican, he's going to be out. No more visual, no more smoke. So the hard anchors are going to be out for Shrug. Nitro Cell in play is not going to connect as Garuda gets a second kill. But the upside down repel has been strong, and he runs in, and Cloudstruck gets the double! Working on the triple, he's going to have the opportunity. He's not going to be able to connect just yet. With the reload coming in, the wall bang isn't successful for Shook Squad. But with the run in, it's pretty amazing how he's able to stay alive as that loading comes in. As reinforcements to clean up the kill, and Shrug, they're going to take it serious now. They want to put this game to bed.
I love how much not loading baited Cloudstruck right there. That was fantastic. He's like, I'll let him have the opportunity for the triple kill, but right when IQ peaks, I'm just going to kill her anyways. Yeah. That was great.
That repel inside that window was just death, and he still had a good shot on him.
Yeah, Shook does not know how to take coastline at all. They don't. They're going directly onto site almost every single time, from whether it be a room directly next to it or just directly into site. There is no clear.
Okay, this is it.
Yeah.
Match point for Shrug. All memes aside.
All the marbles.
All the marbles.
Almost burped right there. That would have been disgusting.
That's fine. You got ASMR.
Oh, they don't want that. Ricky going to switch over to Twitch. He said, I'm not having very much fun on Gridlock. Let's just take the F2. A little bit of a better gun.
I like the alibi pick. Depending on where the side is, yeah, you can throw it right behind windows, behind bar. If someone shoots it on accident, you know exactly where they are. But not only that, her utility is great, but it's the fact that she's fast. Her gun is amazing, especially mid to close range. She's almost guaranteed to kill every single time. And that loading in Raz, 11 and 12 kills, respectively. 23 between the two. Whew. Shook Squad, if they want a chance in this, they're going to have to win 2 rounds to take it to overtime. But from what we've seen, Shrug using a serious lineup, this should be it right here. But as Sam said earlier on, they've shown life, and they've been able to catch up. They can do it again.
I'm not someone that's going to stand here and try and sugarcoat things. I've never been a person to do that, as everyone more than likely knows.
Yeah.
But there are some signs of life for Shook Squad, and it's mainly due to Shrug just completely disregarding them as a team.
Being disrespectful.
Yeah, and that's really why we are as close as we are right now. If we had a full-on squad playing to the truth right now, then a lot more... Oh, Cloud, what are you doing? Oh my god, no way. Okay, I was going to say... He might actually end up getting another one unless he gets flanked, and actually it's going to be Ricky all the way from downtown over near the office door. And again, we have this overly aggressive Shrug that's completely disregarding how the Vigia game gets played, and they're just getting bodied because of it. We might actually see Phoenix mode get activated here so that Benji can resuscitate himself. Yes, he is going to do that, but he immediately gets fragged out by Timsy. Tim might actually find a second one. He immediately dashes out towards the hallway. IQ in tow, though. Going to get marked out now as he gets aggressive, though. So might be able to actually win out the fight, and it will as Tim takes down Neely. Make it just a little bit closer. Still has quite a bit of damage done to him, though. This Mix is more than likely going to have to try and win out this round. Tim still has quite a bit of utility, though. Some Mark's going to come through now, recognizing out that Tim is more than likely going to be on the Sunrise couches, and we'll definitely be correct about that. But again, he's all by himself. Max still playing that vertical pressure. Another drone going to come in as they try to tase him down. They know he's on low HP. And we'll try and rotate in towards blue. Pops open a hole, but now Mex has perfect line of sight to try and find some work.
Toxic Babe currently in play. But 1:25 seconds left. A lot of time left, and Mexican makes the most of it. But Ricky gonna find himself in a fight. Oh, the flick! Ricky turns to the right and headshots Timsy. The 2v1 is now 1v1. Visual and Twitch. This can be it.
Well, that was such a good play by Mexican.
All right.
Is he going to plant inside a blue now because he thinks he has vertical pressure? Oh, this might get him the kill. This really might. Oh, going to rotate in through offices. Very nice play. Oh, Ricky, you got to go for this plant, friend. You got to stick it. Use that ERC-7 backpack to good use. They have him marked out. He knows more than likely where he's planting. Is he just going to hold the exit? Definitely heard him hop over pre-fire. Ends up not winning it out. And Shook Squad, once again, winning out a round. And what have we learned today?
Flynn, get your boys in check.
Yeah, you might want to stop costing at this point.
So, round 12, Shook Squad with a legit chance to send us into overtime.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Shrug could have put the game away a long time ago.
Yeah.
But with...
Again, I don't like sugarcoating things. Like, I like close games, but
this is
a meme.
Yeah, Shrug, they're a meme right now.
Yes, this is indeed a meme.
They can possibly lose. It seemed like they were playing it kind of serious last round, but the runouts and the aggressive play
We
coming
thought.
from Shrug
We thought.
didn't work. We thought.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
This is the ultimate choke if they can't win this. Shook Squad might book a trip to the finals. So no more meme picks.
Attackers need to locate
No
and
more
defuse
blitz.
bombs.
No more fuse.
Do you want to tell everyone who they have to play if they end up winning this whole night?
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Katsu.
No, I'm saying if they win this whole thing.
Oh,
they have to
so
play
if
the
they
playoffs.
win this whole thing, they're gonna play against Dark Zero. If Shrug wins this whole thing, after all we saw today, you play against Dark Zero, and then the winner of that plays against Bruh or Orglis. And that's all to go to land. That is it for stage 3. On the eastern side, of course.
This is truly something, let me tell you. This is a match, like, we've seen some crazy games on the USN desk before. There's some very well-known games, like last year's USN, where we saw Obey Alliance have that crazy game on Oregon up against, I can't remember the Strength, up against Strength V2, I remember now. That game was insane. If you guys have not seen that, make sure to go back and watch it. Obviously, don't leave the current game, but go back and watch that game. That game was literally just, it was insane. I don't have words for that game. You want to talk about a game that was seriously a meme, but actually serious? Yeah. Not just like, hey, we're taking meme picks, but just like everyone's peeking everything, like Mexican peeking out Benji right now.
Okay.
Just an insane game. But seen a little bit of a different showing from Shrug here. No one outside. Everyone inside. That's a start.
That is.
They've got the first kill. That's also a start.
Yes.
Also, just to add to these amount of starts, they also killed Benji, which is a top frag. That's a start.
Okay.
Attackers have located a
But
bomb.
you still have 4 more players left.
So I have to capitalize.
This is so fair. This is so fair for Shook Squad. And the odds are even. Not loading, a.k.a. Valkyrie, is gone. So Nitro Cell is going to be off the board. Plus a great roamer that could bring out a lot of intel. But Cloudstruck swings outside with the wide peak and catches Faded with his pants down.
Proper aggression. Proper aggression, Cloud. There we go. Very good. Very good, my friend. I'm going to be making some angles upstairs after you see hot mark, so more than likely going to see a rotation come out. But we already have Nilly actually rotating in through Christmas. Definitely not going to have any sound cues as he is crouched. Oh, but Timsy's aware of the situation, it seems to be. There might be a yokai drone or something along those lines inside. It's going to be a quick shot, and he's right at head level as well. Recognizing out that he doesn't hear anything means that he's more than likely crouched. That's going to be a free kill.
All right, 4v2.
Oh, but he's outside again, and he dies by the Claymore. And it's all left up to Ricky with the F2 to find 3 to prevent Shrug from winning this in a 7-5 fashion.
Ricky with the wide peak and the toxic gas is going to take away a lot of health. Make it almost half. With the F2 in play, he can win a gunfight outright if he gets the first shot. But the body shot on his teammate. I'm pretty sure he was trying to wallbang a little bit. Yeah. And Ricky isn't in the best of spots in the moment. 1v3 against Smoke, Mozzie, and also Echo. So the yokai drone is going to be there just in case he gets close enough to clutching it out.
Well, utilities still in tow for the defense as they continue to lob it at the last remaining member of Shook Squad. And Nitro Cell comes out of the air, but he doesn't have the response. And Cloudstruck, as memey as it got, ends up coming up big. Heard the rotation coming, just didn't have the lineup for it. And, oh!
What's
I
up?
forgot about this just for a second.
Uh-oh.
As Uzumaki said on Twitter that I was about to eat my words. Lamau XD to that, my friend.
Okay.
Have fun sitting on that one. Love it.
Wait, what happened? I'm lost.
Oh, he tweeted at me and was like, have fun eating your words because they got that first round.
Oh, okay. Uzumaki, sit down. Sit down.
Take a seat, my friend. Your seat's right here.
Right. Take a seat with the rest of Shook Squad. Shrug, they're going to be victorious on that win. And they go on to the finals despite almost choking it away from memeing it up too much. And you don't play with your food sometimes because it gets scary.
Yeah, it does. It gets very, very close. Very close. But we're going to get the replays up for you guys now as we're going to be, well, rolling through exactly what just happened and trying to make sense of it. It was almost a game that got thrown away from Shrug after a lot of effort to completely meme the entire game. But eventually, especially in that last round, they actually was like, hey, let's just play the video game. And they ended up winning the round that won them the whole thing. So Shook Squad just really couldn't find what it would take to get around Shrug, even in their memeing format. They eventually were able to string some rounds together, but not before Shrug just turned on the burners.
And this game was basically how long can you tell a joke until people stop laughing?
Yeah.
And Shook Squad stopped laughing once Shrug got up to 6 rounds. And they almost provided a comeback for us. And the run out from Nile right here really kicked me.
Oh, that slow-mo was insane.
That was beautiful.
Thank you,
We
post-production.
almost got to
Appreciate you guys.
3K. Almost got to 3K, but just another reminder. You guys know Flynn, amazing caster. We've seen him at the U.S. Nationals
Terrible
last
player.
year. Flynn, I love you, man. Flynn is great, by the way. And he's a, yeah.
You're being way too nice to practically the redheaded stepchild of Siege at this moment.
I don't know.
I love Flynn. I'm not
Actually,
like...
I really like Flynn, man.
We give each other so much crap, but I truly do love the guy. And seeing Shrug perform well, especially with my main man Timsy in there, that was a good thing to see.
Yeah, Timsy came in, filled in for him, and no, despite the memes, Shrug were able to pull it off. We saw Fuse.
Oh, I love the slow-mo.
Yes,
The slow-mo
great.
is so good. I love you.
That was
I love you so
amazing.
much. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. That was fantastic.
They turn around and thumbs up us.
We have the best production known to
I love
mankind.
it.
I just want you guys to know that. We really do.
Yeah, so that's it. Final
We got
game of the day.
MVPs.
Yeah, MVPs. I'm not. It's not ready yet.
I don't believe it's ready yet, but we do have MVPs coming
We
up.
have MVPs coming up, but now Shrug getting to face off against Katsu. That's going to be a way more serious game than what we just saw, of course.
Did you pick your MVP as a meme, or did you pick yours as seriousness?
It's a player.
I feel like I know who yours is. I'm going to guess his. We're going to do his first. I'm going to guess yours. Just don't say it until it comes up on the screen, okay?
Go ahead.
I'm going to guess that yours is Cloudstruck. Let's see it.
Yeah, we have an interview first.
Oh,
You're
yeah, I
right.
forgot.
You're right.
Hold on.
How
Don't
did
tell me
you
yet.
know?
Don't tell me yet. Oh,
It was. All
right,
right,
anyways.
hey, go to the interview. Let's go. We have the all-knowing Stokes. Cloudstruck, what's up? You're not Blarn. Stop it.
What's up? Oh, sorry. I know I gotta hit the gym again. My fault.
So, the memes. How mad were your teammates at you guys for memeing it up? So much.
So I'm gonna let you know real quick. We got CL Friday, as you know, tomorrow, right?
Okay.
And I was like, boys, I'm gonna try some new strats, and we're gonna try them out here. Use this as a scrim, and they worked out pretty well. So you might see some Tachanka tomorrow.
Don't play.
Just letting you know.
Don't play.
Hey, boy.
All right,
Hey, boy. SPL on the line.
Hey, boy. So, next you go against Katsu. You know Makarov and all them, right? You're familiar?
I'm kind of, yeah. I've played with them a couple times.
But you've seen them play before your game, right?
I was playing casual, so I didn't watch it.
Is it going to be an easy clap or what's going to happen?
No, this other team's gonna be better. They've actually been playing as a team. Like they're not like a pickup team. So I don't think we'll meme as hard. I mean, I'll try and keep it a show for y'all, but if my team doesn't let me and I get dropped for it, you know what I mean? That would kind of suck.
You played casual rather than watching your opponents. You guys are funny. So in this next game,
That's how I warm up.
yeah. So if you win this, you get qualified into the semifinals for USN to go to LAN. That's where you have a best
Yes,
of
sir.
one, then a best of 3 to go to finals. If you win, you go against Dark Zero. So I want to say good luck to that. And Flynn's watching. So before you play the finals, what do you want to say to Flynn?
I saw him talking a lot of trash. So like I think the thing still stands. If we win this, he's gone. I'm telling you. Like he He
Get him
thinks
out.
this is a game. He thinks this is a game, bro. Like, Timsy is nuts. Did you see how good Timsy was?
Timsy's a beast.
Way better than Flint. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Big
And,
brain moves.
Like, come on, bro. Right? Thank you. We need somebody that we can play with consistently, and we can't play with him because he's Canadian. So, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it's just, he thinks it's games. It's not.
Can you imagine if when you guys make it to land and Flynn has to cast your game? We're going to make sure that he has to cast your game. That'll be the best.
God. Yo, that would be next level. That would be next level.
Cloud Struck, is good talking to you again, man. I want to say good luck and take it serious against Katsu. It's a really good team, all right? Hopefully I'll see you at the end of the night.
No. No, I was trying. Don't hate the Tachanka pick. He's still a good operator. I'll show you.
All right, Cloud Struck, thanks for the interview. I'll see you later, man.
All right, sir.
He's so chilled and relaxed.
It's the best.
He just don't care.
It's the best Mira on Xbox, folks.
He says, we're not playing. Flynn is gone.
He had that in his Twitter bio for a year and a half. Best Mira on the box.
So, as we get the MVPs ready and all the stats put together.
I'm just happy that he also knows that Flynn sucks at this video game. That's good.
Oh, we have MVPs ready. Go ahead.
Well, I want to make sure that was correct first. Can we check his? Or
No. You call out and say for Veli's MVP.
All right, what's Veli's MVP? Hey!
How did you know?
Because I know you.
You're so annoying. All right.
I'm the Oracle, man. Come on.
My MVP is Cloudstruck, 9'7". He's a handsome guy. And he wants to drop Flynn. Anyone that wants to drop Flynn is MVP to me.
Okay by me. Hey, drop Canadians and prosper.
Right. Yours?
Mine? Take a guess.
Loading.
Timsy.
Oh, of course. Why did I guess that? You've been talking about him all day.
He performed.
I'm stupid.
And he didn't meme, and he played extremely well. Locked it down. 67% cost, 12 and 8. He did his job, got his intro kill, didn't die, played a good support. That's all you want.
My MVP almost did just as well, and he was memeing, so.
Oh, really? Well, mine was second frag on the whole team, so take that, okay?
All right.
What's up? What's good?
For the rest of this team, Faded, Benji, Ricky, Nila, and Garuda, good showing. I was kind of rooting for you guys to come back and win.
Yeah, I was honestly hoping that it would happen
hoping
just so that, Cloudstruck would get dropped. Honestly.
Yes. Or Mexican.
Yeah, one of them.
He did get the Boss G kill.
Yeah.
That was,
He did indeed. Ash Vigil, and you only went 5 and 7, friend?
Yeah.
Come on, Max, you're better than that.
Total kills.
50 to 37,
stats.
9 opening kills for Shrug. That is insane.
They were memeing.
Yeah. 2 clutches as well, but one of those clutches was an actual true clutch. The other one was just like a meme
Oh, the smoke
fest.
going behind the bar?
Yeah.
Something told me that he was going to clutch that too. Like, his positioning was really good, and they weren't being aggressive behind him.
Yeah.
It was only the Twitch player. I thought it was a Twitch player. That was
Yeah, it was. It was Timsy that was rotating
You
from
lost
hookah.
the fight with Twitch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he pre-fired it, but you also got to remember it's smoke. He has an SMG-11. I'm not going to sit here and say the SMG-11 isn't hard to use. It is hard to use, but it's like high rate of fire, just like the F2. It's practically a pocket F2 with less bullets.
That's that. But here goes total stats from that game. Coming up next, we have Katsu and Shrug for the final game of the day. Just a reminder, everything is set right now. So the open qualifiers for Stage 3 we're done with. This will be the official last game, and the winner of this will be booked to the Western semifinals to go to LAN. That's it. It's going to be 2 games, and the winner will be qualified. So there's a lot on the line right here. It's the last chance. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in so far. Coming up next, we have the finals. So Stokes and I will catch you in a minute.
Refuel. It's domination in a can. Oh, tastes like loser tears.
New Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Welcome back for the final game of the night. The mic wasn't on yet.
Yeah.
But if you guys are just tuning in, I'm Veli. This is Stokes, my co-caster Sam.
Hello, friends.
So we saw big fans face off against Katsu, where Katsu, they remained victorious and Shrug after a few meme rounds. Schick Squad had them shook a little bit, so they played serious and they won it out. So now we're going to have a finals between Shrug and Katsu. But before we get into the game, there's a few things we want to talk about. Don't forget Venmo. Make sure you submit your clips now, because after this show, Stokes and I will be giving away $700, $500 to first place, and the rest, Stokes, take it away.
All right. Well, first place prize, as you said, $500 is a grand prize of $700. That's the pool. So your second and third are going to get $100 each. It's a big deal, guys. If you guys have any clips, anything, make sure you guys post them on YouTube. Please keep them under 60 seconds. If you could edit it down, we'd really appreciate it. It makes our job a little bit easier and allows us to pick winners faster. Use hashtag Venmo Community Spotlight to talk about it on your social medias. Make sure to go to this link right here in order to post those. But make sure you have them up on YouTube first, and you give your link from YouTube to this link, and we'll make sure that we see your guys' clip.
Make it good, make it funny, just make it catch.
Yeah, make it funny, man. Like, honestly, funny clips are probably going to win out a lot more than skilled clips are. If it's something that's just truly hilarious that happens, I'm telling you, I'm voting for that. I'll give you $500. 100%.
I actually almost chose a funny clip to win $100 last week, but it was subjective humor. But also, wildcard signups currently up, so this is the last week, and this is actually the last game for the open qualifiers here in Stage 3. Wildcard is coming up, and that's going to be our last stage. That's going to be your final chance to make it to land at the end of the year in Las Vegas. Play.r6usnationals.com. It's free to enter, fun to play in, and you can find yourself casted in the semifinals by Blue, Stokes, or, me. And with all of that out of the way, don't forget, buy your tickets to go to USN.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Yes.
You can also just be there if you want to go play. Make sure you go to that link. It can be your friends, your grandma, anyone that actually has a right hand and can shoot. Well, actually, left hand. Mo plays left-handed, in case you didn't know that.
Okay.
So anybody that has, thumbs and arms, play. Do the thing.
That
yeah.
wasn't like console.
Huh?
Use your thumb and...
Yeah, use my thumb.
Okay. So, yeah.
Side buttons on the mouse.
Make sure you buy your tickets. It was a pretty phenomenal event last year with, Cloud9, now Reciprocity. We saw them do pretty well. We saw Evil Geniuses, Space Station Gaming, Rogue were Team USA. And the struggles that most of these teams are having now in USN, you love the competition, you love to see it. But all of that build-up is coming to one finale, one final event. So just make sure you buy the tickets, and don't forget to use the code R6USN for 25% off. So here, Veli's trying to save you some money.
There you go. That's off of your hotel room as well.
Yes.
So use that code for your hotel room. You'll get 25% off. Anyone that is using that code. But remember, we're at the Rio. We are at the Rio. We're going to be in the Penn and Teller Theater. Exact same location as last year. So make sure you guys go to the proper websites and everything, and make sure you're close. So you don't have to, take an Uber all the way across the entire, practically state, because there's a lot of hotels that are cheap, but they're far out of the way. You'd much rather be, pay a couple extra bucks and be closer. Make sure to go to that link to find your guys' tickets. Come there, see us. It's going to be a good time. It's Vegas, baby. It's Sin City.
All right, so let's jump right into the game. The nitty-gritty, the finals, the last open qualifier game here in Stage 3. It's going to be Katsu, Noski, Habibi, 6, Mean, and Makarov.
So before this, you and I were talking about these rosters, and I said, who you think is going to go, to the final tonight? You said Noski. I said, that's funny enough, because I think I'm going to pick Shrug.
All right.
So it came down to our picks. Our picks are in the finals. Somebody's got to go play Dark Zero and probably lose. That's perfectly fine, though.
That's okay.
So we got Shrug up next. It's going to be not loading. Timsy, Cloudstruck, Raz, and Mexican that make up this squad. Obviously, Flynn's Canadian. He cannot play in the United States Nationals because he's not from the United States and also doesn't have a visa to be able to do so. So Timsy is going to be filling the roster for the time being at least. But as you said, We're gonna put some Canadian dollars on this, because why not?
Because it's Flint. So
yeah, this is completely a joke, by the way. There's
no, it's not a joke. I'm gonna take your money.
You're gonna take my fake Canadian money.
10 Canadian dollars.
10 Canadian dollars for 5 Canadian.
This is how confident I am now. I'm gonna put $5 on the line. So hey,
yeah, there you go, boom, dude. Just put the 10, put the 5.
All right, we shook on it. That's my money. That's Chipotle when I go back home. So
to Canada, yes.
Yes.
I'm just gonna give it all to Flynn, dude.
Let's see what map we're gonna play on.
We'll just set
Flynn
that up
needs it.
there, you know. We'll
He's
just set that up there. We'll see what they're playing now, though. And it's gonna be Clubhouse coming back to haunt you.
Oh, that's a really good map.
It's a very good map, especially between these two teams.
Yeah, I don't believe we've seen. I haven't seen both of these teams play on Clubhouse.
Shrugs played Clubhouse in CL, I want to say.
How did they do?
I can't remember. I didn't watch the full game. I specifically remember them playing Villa. I want to believe that they casted the other one, or excuse me, they played Clubhouse as well.
They should have the experience playing with Flynn. I'm pretty sure. With his big knowledge bank
His
of info.
siege brain.
Right, his big head. He knows
His
thing.
big head.
I'm pretty sure they've had a lot of good dry runs on how to play this map properly. We all know what's expected here. It's not going to be any type of trickery. We know the 1-2s and 3s.
This is going to be pure competitive gameplay.
Pure competitive, full counters when it comes to hard breaching and whatnot. It's going to be great. But community pose. This is the final game. This is what you guys think.
Ooh, see, the community is on my side. I appreciate you guys.
I like it.
Awesome.
I like it. This is going to be a highly competitive game from what we've seen. We didn't see the best of Shrug in the last game, but now they're going to be battle tested. Same with Katsu in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Both pretty easy games, and this is going to be their true test.
Yeah.
So Clubhouse and Katsu are going to be on attack. So Shrug gets an advantage.
Yes,
Big advantage. Whenever you play Clubhouse and you're on attack, you're expected to win one round on attack, to be honest.
2 rounds.
1 to 2.
Yeah, because of the tertiary site. So obviously you have your 2 bases, which it varies between teams. We've actually seen some teams really like Master Bedroom for some reason, that gym bedroom site, and use that as one of their mains. But usually you're going to see CCTV into a downstairs armory hold and then Master, because no one plays Bar as much as Flynn wants to continue ranting and raving about how Bar is a good site. It is not a good site. It will never be a good site. Stop trying to make it a good site.
G2 tried it.
It's still a crap site.
And they lost.
Yeah, it's a terrible site.
No, don't pick that site.
It's completely horizontal. You literally can just go plant and stock. It's the exact same setup for site as it was when this map was first made.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Big yikes.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're getting a lobby together right now. We're waiting for all the players to join up. And trust me, if Stokes and I could, we'd start the
We
game.
hit the S button, but we can't. I don't have that power. There's no keyboard.
Exactly. So until then, one of the main questions for me, Clubhouse, we see a lot of either it's all or nothing when it comes to playing on defense. You either see a lot of anchors, especially down low with Arsenal and Church, or you see some good roam play. Which strategy are we going to see this time around? What would you like to see? I pretty much love a lot of the roams that we've seen lately, especially in Pro League and USN.
Honestly, on Clubhouse between these two squads, I feel like it's going to start off respective. We might see some, stuff get pulled out by a Shrug. They are a very aggressive team, as Flynn likes to put it. They have a very good backbone for their support, which would be Flynn and not loading. But obviously, in this case, they're going to have Timsy. But they have 2 people that just literally want gunfights, and that's going to be Mex and Raids.
Yeah.
And they will literally just roam around and try and find people. That's really all they do.
Yeah.
Flynn literally put it as this. Yeah, we kind of do stuff on site, and then they just go off, do their own thing, and they either die or live.
What I'm really hoping
That's
with
it.
Shrug's personality and play style, especially when it comes to getting that kitchen hatch open, I want to see blood everywhere. I want to see C4s, impact nades coming in to go for kills. And I believe this is the right type of team to go ahead and challenge these type of fights. They're not afraid of it. They love peeking, so why not?
I think it should be a lot of fun, especially playing into what we saw from Katsu on Cafe. This should be pretty interesting chat, but we're going to be starting things off. Katsu, Shrug 2, Clubhouse, going to be the last game of the evening. Make some noise, get your spams going in chat. Better see a lot of those Shrug emojis. Nobody at Flynn, though, because we don't like him.
Nope. This is for my diamond. Okay, Mexican.
Hopefully you play better this time
Say
than Mex.
so. Yeah, try to win the finals in USN first, Mexican.
Let's see. A first ban going to be coming out from Shrug, and it's going to be an offensive ban. Obviously, Maverick off the board. Pretty routine.
Yo, can we call a tactical timeout real quick? I haven't finished my chicken nuggets. Okay. So, You see these guys are coming in serious right now. But Mav is pretty much a standard ban on this map. He has no real counter except a bullet to the head.
He doesn't have a counter. There's no such thing as a counter to Maverick.
There's no counter at all.
No, he's the counter to the counters.
Yes.
He out-counters the counters. Capitao going to be off the board as well. Tactical crossbow, extremely good. And actually, Katsu being on offense, I'm actually very surprised that they took them away from themselves because this is going to allow a lot more bandit tricking. But granted, with how Thatcher's been being played, as well as concussions getting poured into through the drone hole upstairs to prevent that wall from being bandit tricked, I could definitely see why they would go with Capitao instead. So going to use Mira as their ban for defense, so no Mira window is going to be used. And then finally, we're going to have the last ban by Shrug. That chat is just lighting up, man.
Makarov is a jokester. I actually played with Makarov a lot. And I always joke with him.
He's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, when are you not going to choke in USM? When are you going to win? And he's pretty confident.
Okay.
He has a pretty trash coach named Hunter. And shout out to
This
Hunter,
came
man.
at Hunter, bro?
I love Hunter.
Oh, man.
Yeah, his coach. Oh,
Hey.
Stokes is my dad.
What's good, son?
Yeah, he has a pretty good coach in Hunter that researches the teams, and he says that they're prepared for this.
Oh, Mac's getting the work. He doesn't even know.
Makarov, you're so right.
Mac, I can't wait to come back to the States and steal your elo.
I actually want to say Mac is the best player in the lobby right now. We call him Lord Mac, and I believe he's going to be MVP this game. Timsy is going to get destroyed.
Oh, you think so? That's cute.
Timsy's going to get so destroyed now.
You're funny.
Yo, Shrug is going to lose. Can't wait.
You're like funny, haha. That's what it is.
This is going to be a really good.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm
like
so
the
excited.
jokes are here pre-game. Now it's really serious. 100 cash worst cast.
Oh my goodness gracious! This is going to be very fun. I think we're going to have a lot of
Defenders,
shots
protect your bombs
sent
from
back
being
and forth between
defused
these
by
two
attackers.
teams.
Hopefully Makarov's gameplay is as good as his jokes. So Shrug, they're going to start off on defense and take a look at the lineup. You're going to have Mexican on dock, and rightfully so. Mexican is a player, especially individually. He's the ones that really open things up when it comes to Tashanka. When it comes to opening kills and being a solo player, he knows how to stand his ground and retreat whenever the occasion calls for it. Now, with Jaeger in play, it's going to be real useful, especially over in cash. You're going to have Timsy. His job is to make sure that CCTV wall doesn't get hard breached. Kaid, pretty much going to be under low and lounge. He's going to be backup support for Bandit. Plus the TCSG and the Nitro Cell can help things out late game. Mute's going to be on the board, and that's going to stop any type of drone play and intel gathering on the side of Katsu. Action phase is underway, and let's see who's going to take round number one.
Pretty traditional setup here from Shrug, and as you said, they're going to have Timsy on the CCTV wall, trying to bandit trick, but you have to worry about what Six is going to do with these concussions, because there's been a lot of teams' counters for how to handle the bandit tricking when you don't have access to a Capitao or something else along those lines, or per se a Mav. We're gonna have an early kill though as Cloudstruck gets taken out immediately. Not even 30 seconds off the clock and the man's already dead, but obviously his jammer's still going to be alive. So we're gonna see some Thatcher play coming in here now, but again, you have to worry about what Six is going to do with these concussions through this drone hole. How are they going to counter this? More than likely going to be some ADSs. We do see a Jaeger over here. He could just stand close and actually barricade, or stand close to the barricade to make them go off earlier, stand close to the drone hole. We've seen a couple of teams allocate to do that, but having that barricade in the way also makes things work. So we might see some concussions go off now. He's not going to go for it, but he's also not going to try and put the charge on just yet. Just trying to bait some kills outside.
All right, great. Oh, he's going to find himself in a gunfight with a little peek into construction. Oh, no, he's going to get bodied. Makarov on top. Nice headshot to start off the game. So, two players are down for Shrug and Katsu. They're looking really good on attack. It's not expected on Clubhouse, but a little few shots in the big toe. It's Six is going to put in some good damage towards Kai. It's going to be about a quarter health taken away. But an EMP in play, and the Texan Dynamite's going to be there. Timsy's going to have such a nice counter.
So
that's how you play the utility.
He's so good at bandit tricking, man. That's an operator that specifically Tim has played for a very, very long time. It's his most played defensive operator. So the guy's got I think he's got 800 hours on bandit alone across Xbox and PC.
Oh.
Yeah, very, very long-standing bandit main there. Just doesn't play it very, very often anymore. Frag grenade's now pouring in.
Oh no.
He's loading. Trying to rock some bullet holes, seeing if he can find a door. Timsy will falter as Noski takes him down. Still a full-on offensive hold here, and this is looking like a perfect round unless Loading has something to say about it. It doesn't seem like he really does, and Katsu with the flawless round. Didn't even get the wall with a quick rotation over to construction take, especially after that early pick onto Loading, or excuse me, onto Cloudstruck. Made it very easy for them.
Such a great start for Katsu. And
Yeah.
for a team that I predicted to do so well, Makarov really set the tone. Really all the gameplay coming in from him, it was dynamic. They were able to come in from all sides, construction, CCTV, you name it. Not a lot of pressure coming in from Garage, but they didn't need that at all due to the early picks coming in from construction. The peaks didn't work out for Shrug, but down in Church and Arsenal room, hopefully the peaks can defend blue. So take a look at the lineup again. We're going to see Mute, nice Nitro Cell, and the 6th pick on Cav. 6th pick on Cav, I like it. Make Cloudstruck play solo. There's not going to be a Jackal involved, so he's going to be free for this roam.
Yeah, but Kazu has been very good with their drones, and they're going to have to worry about that because if you're on the other end of the barrel from Makarov, he's more than likely going to win that gunfight, as we saw. He's so good with those tight angles, and won't really passing a pin through that extremely tight angle upstairs.
You're right. So, with verticality involved, because of the fact that there's a few hatches that have to be open, Mexican on post is going to be the X factor for this team. You see him reinforcing hatches, but him going underneath with the cardiac sensor, he can detect those heartbeats. And with a Nitro Cell in hand, and there might be a total of 3 on the team, they can light him up from below, 1 explosion at a time. So if Shrug wants to make a comeback, it's all going to be the battle of the hatches. But also, you're going to have to see if this Cav pick is going to pay off. How good is Katsu going to be at watching the flank and watching rotates? I'm wondering if the drone work is going to be prevalent in this matchup. As you see, the hiding spot is going to be the logistic office right behind the desk. And now we wait.
We'll have to see if Cloud can make good use of this Cav pick. She's a very high-risk, high-reward operator, especially if she's able to get that interrogation. That's really what you're trying to go for. That's money in the bag. Oh, first drone going to come in, and he's hiding behind the desk. Does he get spotted out? 6 doesn't see him. He's going to have to drone this out properly. Oh, a quick sprint. Is 6 going to drop? He's going to go for the angle. No, he's going to check drone again. Doesn't want to drop right into the open arms of a Caviera. That Legion pistol, very, very dangerous.
So, Makarov already making his way towards kitchen, and with the roamers present, let's see how they're going to affect this round. Gunfire coming up from up top, and Mexican throws out a wild Nitro Cell that's going to connect. Makarov, he's out of here. So no more buck play. The skeleton keys are not going to be in use. Most importantly, the 2 frag grenades that come along with him will not be in play. But Timsy has an impact of his own, and that is going to shut down the hard breach attempt for Habibi for now, as he still has another pair of X-Kairos waiting to use.
Both impacts down. X-Kairos going to go down once again. No more Electro Claws, so burned quite a bit of utility, made him work for that 1 hatch, and he got them all. They can obviously use the Thermites to try and get some other hatches, but they don't have any more EMPs, I don't believe. We'll have to check on Noski here in a bit, but Raz on flank doesn't get caught off from a drone just yet. Work his way towards kitchen. That's where most of Katsu has been poised. Cloudstruck also in tow, as you can see him on the main stairs. Loading defaults are off. I believe that's inside of Mud Tunnel. Yes, it is indeed. Snowski's taking quite a bit of damage. It's actually 1 shot from anything right now in order to die.
And Shrug, they're going to have 1 shot at trying to make a play from this Cav pick. I wonder where he's currently hiding. With pressure over in blue, oh yes, he's going to be on main stairs. As a refrag comes in, now with 3v3, less than a minute left to go. And down the hash, they're going to go. Cloudstruck, shot in the back, it's 6 on the flank. That's what you want to see, and with a nice peek coming in from Kaid, it's not enough. Rat's get a double kill, and the same goes for it's 6. Jaeger, he's going to be all alone in a 1v2. Zofia, a quarter health, but Fragmite has the power necessary to win a duel. How is Rats going to make this happen? If he goes for the defuse, they're going to hear it, they're going to peek down through the hatch, and it's 6. It's going to shut it down. Katsu, they're going to win round number 2.
Yeah, that's very impressive, especially on Clubhouse, getting 2 offensive rounds right off rip. That's really all you're supposed to get, but it seems like they're walking all over everyone right now. That roam game from Shrug seemed to work out a little bit in delaying time, especially when we saw Tim get the double impact to get rid of all of those X-Kairos. Granted, they are running the double hard breach, which is exactly what you want to do, but it's still quite a bit of utility burned earlier on.
Going down to Church and Arsenal room for the 3rd round now. Katsu, they're up 2-0 on attack. All memes aside, Shrug is struggling. And hopefully they can start picking it up. Just because you lose a lot of rounds on defense doesn't mean that you're going to struggle on attack. It can go either way, as we see right now. It just happens that Katsu are getting the best of Shrug thanks to early picks from the 1st round. but the late gameplay and the plan from the previous. So with this setup, we're going to have Pulse once more, and I believe Mexican's going to be playing right where he's reinforcing the wall. He'll be able to call out if players are coming in from main stairs. We're not going to have Cav on board, as Cloudstruck is going to play a more serious role. It's going to be on Bandit this time around. The batteries, I'm not sure where he'll place them, but it'll probably be in Church. Yeah, or Kaid will do it. I'm not sure just yet. But the hatches are going to be a focus. Pretty sure Kaid is going to focus on the hatches, and Bandit's going to be on that wall. It's the only way that makes sense. It's Timsy, Nat Loading, and Cloudstruck look like the Owen trio.
Yeah, they really are at this point in time, but again, when it gets bared down onto site, it's a very difficult thing to battle out of, especially when you're up against 5 people. Not a single pick really happening in favor of Shrug just yet. We might see that change as Cloudstruck has went away from these strats that we saw him attempting over to something a little bit more routine. We're going to have the Bandit this time around.
Taking this game more serious now, they're going to find themselves down, and they're going to have to find themselves rallying behind Katsu, especially after halftime. But with the roamer currently called out, Cloudstruck is trying to make magic happen. A drone right behind him and 3 players shooting through that barricaded window. He's going to hightail it on out of there, destroying a drone on his way.
Yeah, Cloud is just not giving a damn right now, I can tell you that. This man is just showing face at any given moment in time. They're going to work their way inside of Kitchen now, though, as Makarov's waiting for someone to rotate. Recognizes out that they do have a pulse, trying to chase him down. Doesn't recognize it out, though, obviously, since he doesn't have X-ray vision. Going to open up all of the lanes possible through the Kitchen and make quick work of that, but a Nitro Cell's going to claim his life once again, and it's going to be the exact same delivery unit. It's going to be Pulse and Mexican from below with the explosive finish.
Mexican with the first blood. Thinks
loading.
Mean drops loading, evening the odds. 4v4, a lot of action in such a short amount of time. Hard breach currently in play, and the impact is going to be primed, and it's going to stop the hard breach. So still, the battle is going to pursue between Kaid and Habana. But Cloudstruck is looking to pick up yet another kill in Kitchen, creeping underneath. Oh yeah, he's looking in the right direction.
Oh,
Place is going off the sound. He's going to connect. Habibi, watch your toes. The Nitro Cell is going to get that kill.
Yeah, some vicious waters inside of Kitchen right now, and you always got to also be aware, those angles work both ways. Just because Makarov opened them doesn't mean you can't die from them. We're going to see that made, well, inherently clear, as that sound cue definitely helped with half of the flooring gun.
Yeah. Little late rotation coming in from Mean Sama as Noski goes down below once again. So the pressure going into blue is going to be prevalent. With the barbed wire in place, oh, they know Noski's there. And look at the peak just waiting. But Noski doesn't care. Almost gets a 2K. He gets shut down by Timsy. Great trade coming in from him, but that first kill was vital. Coming in from Tunnel as well. Mean Sama able to get one down. That kill is going to get finished off over from main stairs, and already a 2v2, Stokes.
Oh, working his way in, but that TCSG is going to rip right through him. It's all down to the man on main stairs. He hasn't rotated away either. Does have one inside of Moto as well as he works his way towards the hallway. 6, rocking a hard place right now. Going to get spotted out by the camera as well. Rats still inside of Moto. Timsy soon on the rotate, but going to catch him off guard. No, he doesn't. 6, all the way down to 1 shot. They're both 1 shot, 1 kill at this point with anything in the game. So it's a game of paintball at this point. Whoever gets hit first is the one that's going to die. 6 rotating in towards Moto now, but he's aware of the pressure. What a shot from 6. Threads the needle, and Timsy pays the price.
It's 6, makes it 3. Nice shot, nice reaction. And a good night in the chat. 6 GOAT, baby. Katsu, 3 straight.
Gotta love when former teammates play against each other.
Man. There it is, a 3-peat. It's going to happen. Katsu, are they going to...
I'm going to lose money that's not mine. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Shrug. What's the answer for Shrug right now?
Don't allow Cloudstruck to do whatever he wants to do.
The wrong play is risky, the wrong play is there, but there's no resistance. It wastes about 20 seconds off the clock, and then he eventually goes back downstairs.
20 seconds is nothing.
Yeah, like it's solo wrong play on Clubhouse. Now, if we take a look at Pro League in previous events, especially Raleigh, from Rogue and also Empire, we've seen down below be played as a site, but they send 2 roamers upstairs to help each other out. If you send just 1, all it takes is 1 well-placed drone and more than 1 person to hunt him down and get him out of there. Let me boost my CGG stats, please. Oh, can we see the scoreboard?
Max at 1, 2, and 2. 6 on an absolute.
Mac, right now you're an assist player, you're trash, and you're buck. Step it up. Team is winning, but let's not talk about stats right now. Go for the W. Go for the W.
Wow, you just said stat pad. We don't care about the team anymore. Stat pad it. That's what you just said.
No,
In a
no,
comp
no.
game.
No. Worry about the W more than anything else.
Yeah, of course. Stats don't matter as long as you get a dub.
That's all.
Everyone can have a negative KD. If you win the game, that's all that matters. Who cares?
Attackers must locate.
Much rather have the USN victory than have a positive KD.
Hey,
That's just me though. I don't know.
Hey.
We'll tell you one thing though. If Cloudstruck does reel it in just a little bit, I feel like this is all of a sudden going to be a pretty even matchup.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
Because Shrug's been able to battle back on site, especially that last round. But it really should have never been there. I mean,
But the
Cloud
thing
got
with,
caught on rotation. We had a couple of just very weird instances.
But the thing with Cloud is it has to do with the operators that he picks. Okay, Cav, Bandit, I don't expect him to make big plays. Oh, this is going to be a great interaction.
Oh.
Noski breaks open his master bedroom window. It's going to be a player.
That's not loading. That's the mute inside of master.
Really? Oh, that shotgun is going to be solid. Okay. So he's going to be roaming around, and he's going to find himself in bathroom in a moment. Hopefully the drone doesn't see him. But it's 6 is going to find Rats on the bottom of garage. Means someone's looking over him, but a BB's going to get a kill as well. 2 straight for Katsu, but a down Zofia. She's going to get picked up. Wow, already. It's going to be 2 players down for Shrug. How are they going to answer back? And that's how they're going to do it. Not loading the nice down and knife to clean up the kill.
Oh, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place now. If he motions over any farther, he's going to end up getting shot from his teammate sitting out on the balcony. He's waiting for the frag grenade going off. It's not going to do very much damage. Sprints to the angle. He's actually going to end up winning this out. This is a great move by not loading. Motions into the bathroom. Hasn't recognized him out yet, but they have no idea where he went. He practically disappeared. He's a phantom. Gets marked out by the drone, though. They definitely know he's inside a bathroom hallway, as that was a very weird instance. Makarov just waiting now. Nitro Cell to go off. Not going to do very much damage, but he also could shoot him through the bathroom wall. Going to him getting his elbow tagged up. Does he win out this gunfight, though? Noski trying to challenges him with a pistol, but can he win it out? They're already rotating in from behind him as well, but it's going to be a down kill here from Makarov as loading finally gets finished off.
Trapped in a gym, and Planet Fitness was not the play. So great roam presence coming in from Shrug, but take a look at the numbers now. Katsu only has 1 player down, and it's a 4v2. Kayed and Post are going to be in play, and Post's gun isn't good enough to win multiple gunfights in succession. But utilizing a Wolfpack method, we're going to have all 3 of these players teaming up together, but the intel is going to be on Shrug's side. So that's one thing they have going for them. And that's their only advantage, is a drone. It's going to be his own drone. Okay. So Katsu with 40 seconds left to go. There is so much time on the board to make this play happen. And that was a funky little attempt right there as the first economic charge fails. But it's open now, and that's all they need. So utility is coming into play, and 25 seconds left to go to see if Shrug can clutch this out.
Oh, what a nice peek from Timsy. Takes down Makarov. Very big pick. 6 has quite a bit of damage done to him as well as he picked himself up, so only 5 HP. Main and Noski's really what you need, but they're also rotating in from blue. Kind of a pinch action coming in here now. Able to recognize out Timsy. Didn't hear the man inside of blue, but definitely be called out to the teammate. Could possibly win this out, but not recognizing it out. I'm going to assume that comms got a little bit flooded there. Mexican not able to hear the call, and Katsu wins out yet again.
It's kind of like karma. Shrug were playing with their food last game, and now they're struggling to eat. Katsu running wild right now.
They're struggling to eat because Shrug's just not playing the video game.
Hey.
I'm going to be completely honest. Like,
What do you see? What do you see? Be real.
roamers with no utility use.
That's what I was saying. So
there's nothing to help them upstairs. That's why they're just... I'm just, again, I'm not a sugarcoating kind of person. Shrug is trying out just stuff to see if it works. Like, they're not putting any utility upstairs to hold down different angles, make it a little bit harder. They could even reinforce Jacuzzi wall, and that would help them with that roam game. But instead, they're just like, hey, we're just going to roam up here. Maybe we'll get some picks. We, at the end of the day, don't really care too much. If we win this, we win this. We don't, we don't.
What I don't like, from what we've seen previously from Cloudstruck, especially on Consulate during his debut in USN this year, Cloudstruck roams well with operators that still or have a lot of intel to use. Whether it's Valkyrie, whether it's Mozzie. Give him a dynamic operator that's really hard to use in a Nitro Cell in hand. We've been seeing him roam with Mute in bedroom. And we saw a ring around a Rosie game until he was eventually taken out. That's not what Shrug needs on this, and they need a more dynamic operator to be able to roam around and stall Katsu. Make Katsu waste utility on you. Make Katsu lose a few players chasing you down. Make Katsu lose. And Cloudstruck and his roaming is not attributed to that. So with 4 rounds, 1 straight on attack, Katsu, they're looking to close out this game with a perfect 7-0. It's going to take 3 rounds in order to do that, but the spawn peek coming in from Mexican, it's not going to see anybody right now, so he's going to go ahead and back out of the way, back into CCTV.
All right, well, same song and dance for Katsu as they, well, just assume the position. Getting the hatch open for logistics office, as well as getting 6 prepared to throw some concussions through the drone hole to prevent Timsy from bandit tricking the wall. We do have a BB that's rotated over to the CCTV window. Oh, this might get dangerous. He sees him first as he went out the gunfight, though. Quite a bit of damage done to 6. He pre-fires again, but 6 going to abandon ship, and you definitely should. It's a dock. He can heal himself back up. You don't have that luxury, my friend.
Timsy, the resident bandit, successful in previous rounds, and this is going to be one that he's going to fail. So jumping into the Raptors of Garage, he's going to team up with Now Loading. But despite that, he's going to jump down and be a roamer. Momentarily, it's 6 is going to get down. Great play coming in from Now Loading as Maestro. Down to 556, he's trying to get a pixel peek on the down player, but unable to do so. He might have a chance to get revived unless some type of utility comes into play to knock him out. That's what Shrug needs, and it's not happening. Zofia is still down, but not out.
They really have to worry about Makarov in this sense, especially because of just how he's been able to perform so far. Raz going to shut him down. Loading also finds one. That's going to be Noski. Isn't his confirmed kill onto 6, who has picked himself up in the process of the round continuing on. So Thatcher off the board, Buck off the board as well. This is looking good for Shrug for the very first time in this set.
Long arm throw with the drone to go right into CCTV, and despite all the action that we heard, it's quiet.
I will say this, the thing about Makarov that is, really stood out to me is he plays a lot like Laxing does. Very solo, flank heavy, able to catch these rotations. And speaking of catching things, Habibi's going to catch a bullet to the face as Raz peeks directly into that line of sight, able to free up that area. 6 still on very low HP. Obviously, reset's not a thing anymore. And he also picked himself up, so can't even go down once again. Mean going to be on the roof as well.
Shrug looking to take their first victory, and I'm sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to almost...
Oh, you're good, buddy.
But this is the first round where they actually show life, and in that gunfight, Mean takes that life away from Raz, shuts him down in 40 seconds. This is still clutchable.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay, not anymore. Mexican gonna drop Mean Sama to his knees, and now we have Zofia with only just a little bit of health, and yeah, Mexican's gonna shut the game down. The Shrug finally puts around on the board, and do we have a game?
It's almost like they played the game this time.
It's almost like they played the game right this time. The roam play was great, and they did what they were supposed to do rounds ago. I know Flynn's at home saying, finally these idiots took one, but it took so long.
Well, I think the main thing is that the wall got opened earlier on where there was so much pressure on them trying to keep that locked up last time and them holding down Garage. This time it opened up, so they knew they just had to keep Garage as that safe space so that they obviously could not plant on default, which is that area right next to the bomb chassis. So they're able to read into what Makarov was going to do. Again, he's been a solo player for a lot of these matches, and a lot of matches that we've seen him in prior, where he'll just make these solo flanks. They end up working out. That's why I said it's a lot like what Laxing does, where you'll just see him off on his own, but things end up working out in the end because it's completely unsuspected. This time, though, it was suspected. Ended up working out. They get diffuser down inside a logistics office, and everything is right as rain.
So, like Laxing, where he's able to be solo and have a huge impact on the game. You've yet to see any of that clutch potential come in. But Noski on top for his team, 7-3 with 6 right behind him, 8-1 so far. Okay, only death coming in from that one loss. Shrug on the other end. We're gonna have traps. We're gonna have cameras. We're gonna have toxic babes. Hopefully they can use that.
We're going to have a lineup that actually is good for this site.
It's an amazing lineup, actually.
Well, hopefully Cloudstruck doesn't throw himself from the roof this time or something.
Okay.
I'm so serious. You got to watch that, man, right now. Huh?
It's happened?
Oh, I'm sure Cloud has died from throwing himself off roofs. I'm sure. Probably.
So Cloud is going to be playing underneath the kitchen hatch and...
Oh, Max.
Impact... Okay.
This is a spawn peak, my friend. Can we see this? Oh, he's going to abandon it as soon as we see it. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
I'm going to see what Max and Valk have in plan, Marcy. So we could keep our eyes on them during the first push. That would be nice, unless they go ahead and retreat. I want to see if Mexican tries a risky play, and I want to see if it pays off for him. If not, yeah, they're going to run away. That was short-lived.
It always scares me when you go to a Valkyrie and they have their nitro cell out while they were trying to put utility out by accident, because there's one misclick away and you're dead. So, always a dangerous thing. Going to have a top-down clear here, though, as they've already recognized out that the top floor is clear with those drones that we saw circling earlier on. So know that they're at least have safe harbor upstairs for the time being. Shrug probably not going to be nearly as aggressive up the main stairs.
But aggression is going to be on the side of Katsu as you see the clear and clean roam coming in. Players able to clear out the top floor, and immediately they're going to go down to bar and kitchen. It's going to be a hard anchor defense, and the impact nade is going to be primed, ready to stop all types of hard breaches coming in. So it's going to be up to Katsu to do the easy job right now, opening up the hatches, finding lines of sights into the site, and a hot drop spot before they make their final move. So it's going to be quiet, I'm going to say, for the next 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as they continue to get things set up, still some hatches to worry about. Obviously, we haven't seen a single piece of hard breach utility used just yet. So yeah, I would completely agree with you that it is still going to be a while. Main is going to be opening up a couple of angles that he can work his way through, open up the door as well as the kitchen window. You can always get those upside down with a BB, because he is going to be rocking that Habana. But it's actually going to be not loading to start things off. Speaking of Habibi, he's dead, and I don't exactly know where it happened from, but it doesn't matter. That's a massive amount of utility off the board, because now you have to use mean to get all of your hatches.
Presence in blue. And if 6 was smart, he wouldn't push that alone. So you can see the instant retreat as he's going to back up. Eventually a peek comes. And for his luck, a head is going to be in his line of sight. The hard breach is coming in towards church downstairs, and means someone once again to the thick of the action. Moment has to turn. That's when the blue push is going to be effective. Is now it's 6 changes right on the timing. The timing was so bad as the player is going to go up blue stairs.
He recognized it out. I think he did. 6 is waiting on the rotate, but he's just going to play the blue stairs instead. Mexican defaulter off, and quick, everyone falls inside of sight after Makarov grabs it second. Nasi to continue on. Cloudstruck to finally battle back, trying to bring this back from the depths, but Mean's already planning. Already ready for the person inside of blue now, though, as 6 is recognized out where the last person's going to be, and it's going to be not loading. Quick tag, though, and Katsu find yet another round. That's going to be 5-1 on the offensive side.
Nowski and Makarov with the double kills. You love to see it. Makarov opening things up, thanks in part to him being on Buck and utilizing the skeleton keys to open a part in the wall. When he was able to do that, easy 2 picks over in Arsenal. After that, Nasi came in and got the free kills. 5-1 on attack.
Well, I can tell you this. It'd probably be 6-0 if Flynn was on the team.
True.
How's it going?
Entirely true. I won't disagree with you. But Shrug, they're going to be on attack. So you can say they had it easy. Now it's going to be so much harder. This is an uphill battle. And Katsu on defense, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, going downstairs to Church Arsenal, only have 2 rounds to find. And as you said, this might have been just a little bit of payback. This is what I will assume about Shrug, seeing this, is that Shrug is really handled by Flynn, telling people to stop being dumb.
That's the IGL?
No, it's going to be Chase. Not loading is the IGL of the team. But I'm going to assume that Flynn is that guy that's like, all right, guys, let's not do this. Let's calm it down. Let's bring it back a little bit. I feel like that's Flynn's definite role. If you've ever met Flynn...
Flynn's a very serious person.
Yeah, Flynn's the guy to just shut all of the fun down and just go, all right, guys, this is serious time. Let's get serious.
You need a player like that on your team, especially if you're on Shrug. When you're down 1-5, you're going to have short-term memory. You're going to have to forget about all the losses, but you're going to have to remember why you got that loss. And a real leader and someone that has a serious demeanor on your team, such as Flynn and Chase, they're the ones that set the team straight. But there's going to be no Buck in play. We're going to have Sledge instead. Pretty interesting mix. Still, great gun, great utility, and an amazing ability. He's going to have kitchen duty, I believe. Habana, Thatcher, Thermite, and Zofia. This is a basic... Oh, no! Cloudstruck!
He got caught!
Reloading his gun, and Makarov with a nice window peek. Timing was absolutely everything.
That's what Cloud gets.
Yeah, so with the first kill of the game, that was in about, 10, 15 seconds flat.
Yeah, they're just about the 25-second mark. So that'll be our opening, and again, it's a little bit of payback to Cloud. He was acting a menace the last map, so just running around, throwing himself from buildings and everything else, and we already saw earlier on what his roam game seemed to be like, which was utmost aggression. That's what they attempted, and Cloud's going to get punished by utmost aggression, as we did see the bandit rotate down the main stairs.
It'd be pretty fun if we saw Cash pull up a mean lineup as well in this game if they go to match point.
Well, the other thing that really sucks for them is that Cloudstruck was playing Hibana. And traditionally speaking, we have Flynn on Hibana, but this time around, Timsy's going to be on the Thermite because, as I told you guys in the last map, Tim is the Thermite main. That's what he plays. That's what he's always played for such a long time. It's ridiculous. Mech's now trying to work his way up blue, though. Won't be able to get as much work on the hatches anymore due to that fact, so they're really going to have to pick and choose what they want opened here. Oh, you always see that. Oh my God! Shoot, Mex.
No.
Pull the trigger, Mex.
Just
shoot.
do it.
Shoot. He might be behind the box.
Oh, just do it. No.
He might be behind the box.
Just do it.
My anxiety is getting higher by the moment.
Mexican. What are you gonna
Flick his head?
And his aim is getting better as time goes by, but he's gonna peek for the hard kill and die! Oh, Mex give it a missed opportunity, and 2 straight kills coming in for Katsu. Make it 3 as refract currently happens, and in the 1v4, Timsy is gonna run for his life. Oh no! And just like that, in a span of 10 seconds, the round got turned upside down on his head, and Katsu are looking unstoppable against Shrug.
We're going to rotate from Makarov as well as he's going to hop outside and run right into Kitchen more than likely. Will Tim hear this flank? He will. Recognizes it out, but he wins it out anyways, and Katsu is on match and map point.
That's it. This is it, man. This is uglier than my first girlfriend. Katsu 1 round away from winning the game. Shrug, they only have 1 round to their name. Yo, chat, can we get a hashtag we need Flynn? This is a rough loss. And it's not Timsy as a sub. It's not his fault.
No, he's playing well.
Timsy's playing his role well, but Cloudstruck getting killed first is hard breacher. I mean, that obviously blows because your strategy now, you can't really contend over in Kitchen because you know the impact frag is going to be coming. So the hatches that you have to open aren't as important. Go ahead, Stokes.
Oh, I'm sorry, friend.
Oh, you're fine.
You know what I'm more excited for, though?
What's up?
The tweet from Flynn after this.
Oh, I can't wait.
I had to let it build up a little bit there for a second.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. So excited to see what this tweet is.
So
Flynn is also pro dunk. I love pro dunk. Pro dunk is just so good.
if you're just tuning into the stream, we keep saying Flynn if you're new to the game. Or, you know, you're not sure about both of these teams.
Or the commentating staff of Rainbow Six.
Right. Flynn is a caster that also made it to Challenger League, 1 step underneath Pro League. And he's on one of the best teams out there in Challenger League.
As of right now.
He plays on Shrug, and he's unable to play in this game. The last open qualifier for Stage 3, by the way, because he's Canadian and he doesn't have an American visa. If you're playing from Mexico or anywhere and you have an American visa, you can compete in the U.S. Nationals. He doesn't have it. So they're playing with the sub, but the sub isn't the reason why they're losing. And that says a lot.
No, it's Cloudstruck's fault.
Blame Cloudstruck.
Hey, I blame Cloud for everything, all right? He's my new, go-to instead of Flynn. I'm just going to blame Cloudstruck. Flynn already does it, so why can't I?
Oh, the timing on that.
Yep, very close timing as Katsu is poised upstairs inside of CCTV as well as cash room. Routine sight here as Makarov will be roaming downstairs. He's already taken quite a bit of damage, but he traded out pretty well with Wrath. Mexican now on drones as they still have to worry about the main wall. We're about a minute in here, and it seems like they are poised outside to be able to get this. They do have EMPs unloading. Tim rocking the Thermite. Also has that diffuser. So, an impact from underneath. Does he actually do quite a bit of damage? Noski's all the way down to 1 HP after a double impact from the lifeline.
Such a great job from Shrug so far, but Jackal is at less than a quarter health as well. But Smoke utilizing that Toxic Babe, you see utility coming in from both teams. They're bound to keep each other at bay. But the gunfight is going to be inevitable. There was a strong cash stairs hold, and if a player comes in from lounge, expect that rotation to be made. It's a Mexican, he wants to try his chances. They have bottom of garage currently open up on one of the panels, so they can be pretty dynamic with the way that they run in. Mean Sama, oh my God, bodies Timsy. That's not what this team needed. Shrug loses their hard breacher. CCTV was open up, so that's not a big deal, but still.
Once he does his job, that's really what he is, just another man with a gun, and he almost killed Mean at the top of Garage. That's a very, very impactful thing. They don't have a dock. They're actually kind of banged up at this point. Mean very low. Noski literally on 1 HP. I mean, a slight blow of wind will kill him just like that. Cloud actually finds his mark. Mean to falter as well upstairs, so they have Garage control, and they're all in good tidings as well still. Makarov could still rotate in. He's actually getting Jackal Track now and going to get Red out, so that's a very good find by Wrath.
Really long rotation currently coming in, and oh, the bait and switch from Habibi. Raz was tunnel visioned, and he wasn't watching his back, and Caceres has been heavily guarded throughout the entirety of the round. Spot team back on it, I don't know, but thanks to the slits in the shield, it's 6. He was able to line up his sights, but he wasn't able to connect. Finding himself in a 1v2 and utility in play, the Nitro Cell from Makarov is going to be the big W. A 4v2, 2 kills left to go, and Katsu, they're going to be one step closer for qualifying to land.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, no. Gonna be a Claymore outside of Makarov. Throws himself from the building right into the open arms of an explosive. We're still gonna have 2 members here. Noski again on low HP, but they're trying to battle out in Garage. Cloudstruck has been down. A quick rotate here to try and claim all these kills, and that's gonna be all she wrote. As 6 gets the double kill, and that's gonna be 7-1 in favor of Katsu, as Shrug loses out.
Whew.
Take your Canadian money and walk away.
I say we give it to Shrug so they can buy a visa for Flynn, because they need
Somebody needs to stop Cloudstruck.
They need him. Oh, oof. So finally, speaking of Makarov and their coach over the past week.
Well, Tim did better, so I guess Cloud's getting dropped. That's how that works, right?
Just about, yeah. Everybody needs go back to the drawing board for that one.
Yeah. That was a fun matchup nevertheless, though. Still some interesting stuff to be brought out, and if anything, put some respect on that Katsu name, folks. They're looking very good. They took this as an extremely serious match where we can't really say the same for Shrug 2, but what are you going to do when you have to play with a sub as well?
Can't blame it all on the subs. Just the whole team was off, period.
Yeah.
I didn't like the wrong game. I didn't.
They're just being overly aggressive for no reason, which
aggressive.
it happens.
And there's so many peaks. I mean, come on, man.
That shot was insane by Noski.
Oh my gosh, right. But everything that they challenged just seemed to be out of their favor.
That was the craziest shot of this whole thing, though, by 6. That shot onto Timsy was insane.
Oh, 6 and Makarov were it for me that entire game. Both of those players were on absolute fire. You know, clearing out the site, they did everything perfect. Katsu definitely deserved to go to land after a performance like that, and you know what? They're gonna have 2 more games in order to do it. So they're gonna be facing off against Dark Zero next week.
Should be a pretty good game, actually.
Dark Zero against Katsu should be a great game.
Yeah, it's a best of 1, which you guys know Jordan's going to be cooking in the kitchen. I mean, he already does that.
Yeah.
You know, bacon in the morning. But you really got to be worried about it. You really, really have to be worried about it. So we'll have to see what they can possibly bring to the table up against Dark Zero next week. Yeah. But now we have an interview.
We have an interview. Let's go ahead and throw it to it. I'm ready. Let's go. It's going to be
Hello.
Habibi. Look at that smile. That is the face of a winner, ladies and gentlemen. What? Don't tell me you play with the hoodie on underneath the earphones.
No, I'm kind of cold right now, you know, but I'm trying to stay warm.
You're
That's
cold,
all.
but your team was on fire, baby. You guys won. A 7-1 victory. It was dominant. What was the mindset going into this match? What were your takeaways?
So the mindset, basically, all we wanted to do was just have clear comms all around, which we did, and I absolutely loved it, and I'm proud of the boys for it. I'm just really happy right now. You know, I love my team so much that we just won this game, and we're able to move on to the next stage. That's all.
All right, listen, you're on cloud 9. I can see it in your eyes right now. If you had to give one shout out to a teammate, who was it gonna be? Show him some love. Who was a standout? For
you know what? I gotta say 6. You know, he really played on top of his game. You know, the chicken nuggets helped him too. If you guys were catching on with that,
we saw.
Man, he was on fire. You know, I gotta give props to him.
Okay, so you guys yeah, he was great. You guys have to go back to the drawing board now. Okay, next week you play against Dark Zero. You play against Dark Zero, and 1 more game after that to go to land. That's it. 2 more games. You're gonna make it to land. Are you guys gonna be ready? What's the game plan to steady and get ready for that matchup?
We're gonna try and prepare for as long as we can. You know, just long hours grind. Just whatever we can, just to prepare for this 1 game against Dark Zero, which will decide whether we have what it takes to compete on that, you know, top level or not.
I love it. I love it. You guys are excited. I'm excited for you guys. Tell Makarov and the boys I said congratulations. And
I'll tell them.
This is for you to talk to the chat. Say whatever you want. This is it.
It's pretty cliche, but I love the chat so much. It's said it's over and done, but I really do love them. Like from the bottom of my heart, I really do love them, and I just wish you I hope you continue the support for us.
Yes, I love it. Congrats. We'll see you next week, and we'll see if your team has what it takes to make it to the finals in Las Vegas this year. You have a good night, all right, Habibi?
You have a good night too, Valley, man. Thanks for talking.
Oh, anytime. It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure. The best part about my job, and no cap for the cool kids out there, best part of my job is talking to people that win big games like that.
Yeah.
Just seeing their pure excitement.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing better.
Especially when it's the first time, man.
I know what it's like to be in their shoes, and just seeing that relived over and over again every week, every Tuesday and Thursday is the greatest part of my job. But let's jump into the MVPs. You first.
I got to pick 6, folks, because the man's fantastic. Some amazing shots. Apparently the chicken nuggets didn't help him out, but the entry kills, still very difficult, and I'll tell you why. Even though, 13-1 and 88% cost. He did great. He had a lot of opening, well, not a lot of opening kills, but he had a lot of kills that were impactful frags, and I know it might have seemed like, obviously, Shrug was playing off-kilter. They're playing off the wall. That's very difficult when you're still somebody that has to get kills because the unpredictability is massive. You're like, where are anyone? Like, you have to really lean into that information game, really be listening to those calls keenly and trying to go down your checklist in your mind like, okay, he's here, but that means that guy could be here if I peek this like that. It's a lot of, simple geometry going through your head very, very quickly. So my MVP is going to be 6 after that stellar performance.
I'm going to say that this entire matchup was a whole Kobe and Shaq performance. 6 was able to get the dunks, but the dinks coming in from the frag grenades that Makarov was providing, he's going to be my MVP. Makarov was the opener. He was the cleaner for this team. And the way he was able to go into Sice's buck, or even able to roam around on defense and pick up a lot of good kills, he was my MVP. Yeah, the stats weren't pretty, but they were efficient. The kills were efficient, and the team won. Thanks to not just him, but everyone else around him. This whole team, they're really MVPs, man. Let's take a look at all the stats. Noski, 9-3. Mean Green had a solid game as a hard breacher and anchor. Makarov, 7-6, and Habibi, 3-6. It's not about stats. It's not about stats at all, man.
Just want to point out one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
Timsy had a 63% cost on a losing team. Just saying.
Stats mean nothing if you're on a losing team.
No, they don't mean anything, but
still.
I'm just saying. Thermite Kaid, 63%
there was a lot that went wrong. There was a lot that went wrong,
Come on.
man.
Come on.
I know that Timsy loved us there, but Timsy played great. But 36 total kills in 19. Whew.
It happens, man. They were steaming them, man.
All right. So, that's it. 2 plants, 1 clutches. 1 clutch. 4 opening kills. 4 opening kills for Shrug as well, but everything else they lacked on.
Yeah, everything, including the frag potential. And I think it was just a lot of misplaced aggression. That's really what it is at the end of the day. They really couldn't find a way around it, didn't really try to change it up too much, just went with it and hoped that it stuck, and it definitely did not.
All right, so you know what? This is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's grind time. This is it. The open qualifiers are currently over for Stage 3. Next week, we have the Stage 3 semifinals. It's going to be a best of 1 in the semis, a best of 3 in the finals, and a winner on Tuesday and Thursday will be qualified to land. The matchups, once again, if you guys just tuned into the stream, Azara versus Disrupt, and Luminasi versus EG. That's on the Western qualifier. On the East side, we're going to have Katsu against Dark Zero, and then Orglis against Bruh. Oh, next week is going to be phenomenal. I'm Veli. This is Stokes. We had such a great time. Chat, we love you. We hope to see you all again on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So, hey, make sure you submit those clips as well for Venmo. We're giving away $700 tonight. We'll catch you next week as we continue on for the U.S. Nationals.